our lie.
Good.
So yes, last year we went. You guys started the session by going into the base of the Assassin's Guild. There you explored for a little while. Well, I forgot if it was Grimlock or Amonhotep who tried to sneak at a
That was
door with
me.
a natural one.
Yeah, that was me. I fell down the stairs pretty hard.
Yes.
I remembered someone falling off the stairs. Yeah,
Yeah,
That,
yeah,
that
it was
was not
me.
me.
I don't know. I forgot which of the two it was.
No, if
Yeah.
it was the guy in plate mail, we would have woke up the entire base.
But yeah, he Peter Griffined off of the stairs, right into the dining room of the assassins. There we had a short fight, and then you continued on exploring into the Assassin's Guild, where you eventually found the headquarters of the Grand Master. As I remember Amonhotep using levitate offensively to neutralize the Grand Master, as he was stuck on the ceiling of the building. You took him down, KO'd him, so that you could bring him back to the Castle of the Sultan alive.
Yes, carrying him like a balloon
Mm-hmm.
in chains.
The chains were heavier than him. And there you had some interactions with the two twins and the Sultan. As payment for the reckoning that you got, Amonhotep was given the spear Sil Minithar.
And the title.
Yes, champion of the elves.
Fuck you.
And Grimlock was given the earring of stone. After that, we ended our session by you guys going to Xerxes' party, and there enjoying the rest of the day until you guys took a long rest, as you guys now wake up the new day.
Long rest because
Yes.
I literally have no spell slots left. Nothing. I have literally nothing left in my skill set. I'd used everything last time.
Mm-hmm.
I only used mostly everything. Oh no, I used everything. I don't even... Oh,
I
that's
think
bad.
we both ended up using like literally everything we had left.
It says
over.
I have no level 1 spells, like no slots available. I know that's wrong.
Are you on the right sheet?
Oh no, that's Amarosa's sheet, you're right. I was about to say, how do I have no level 1 spells? So first thing in the morning, Amenhotep will, unless somebody else wants to go first,
Go ahead.
will get up, gather all of his crew, look at his house guests, and tell his house.
I'm back again. You guys keep going. Sorry.
Yeah, tell his house guests. So you will hear it very soon. There was a slight issue with the Elven Empire and some assassins that we had to look into. Unfortunately, the assassins killed an Elvish ambassador. So, which is why we told you, we do not believe you have to worry about your issue anymore. We were able to take care of the assassins. The elves have left. They are not happy. So unhappy, in fact, they have given me the title Champion of the Elves. All of you, stop smirking! Stop! It is not funny.
Amaro says, "No, it's definitely not funny," with a big smile. "It's hilarious! I knew you would go places.
Yes. And
The
you will be
Emperor
going
protects, right?"
Yes, and you will go places too. Straight to hell if you keep smirking at me like that. No, of course, no one takes that seriously. Uh, he will then look at Amaros like, Amaros, could you do me a favor and cast detect magic on the spear? And while he is saying that, he is already written out on a chalkboard that he is at least 10 feet away from. Make sure no one is scrying.
She casts a spell and says, "Well, I'm not able to make sure that somebody is scrying with a detect magic spell. But the spear is definitely magical."
Oh, I know that. I know what it does. Uh, and the whole point of the chalkboard was so you wouldn't say anything. Never mind. Never mind. We need to go to the inn. And meet up with the others
Mm-hmm.
as soon as possible. And then I will pull out my groovy. When everyone sees my groovy new spear. So I don't know how I'm going to carry this. It is very unwieldy.
No, it
It.
actually it magically extends itself. It's the size of a
Oh, okay.
normal spear, and when you stab someone with it, like a purple enlargement comes with it.
Oh, okay.
That's why it does the additional force damage.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, as I've said, uh, most everything is okay with the Sultanite now. The assassin thing no longer needs to be mentioned unless specifically asked. Understood?
Of course, of course.
I'm like looking at all the people involved with that particular incident.
They all
They,
nod.
they
Nani has no idea what you're talking
no, 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 no.
about. The entire time she's just been cleaning your house.
Oh, you talking about my maid or the
Yeah, Nani, the maid.
Oh, yeah, she's just she all she does is clean the house. But yeah, we will all head back towards the inn, including our house guests, because it is now safe.
Alright. Satir, is there anything you would like to do in the morning as you wake up?
As I emerge from my slumber, I think I would like to focus on the weave of the world and knock upon Grimlock's door.
Alright. And I believe as Grimlock is sleeping in the same bed as Gorak. I'm not sure even Grimlock is back because he's muted. Because he had to go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah. Oh crap.
Yeah, I saw it now. I was like, oh yeah, wait, he wasn't here. You can wait a little bit. I'll at first ask. Let's see if Xerxes has control of if his technical difficulties are solved yet.
Yeah, I'm okay. Just not feeling the best, so I'll do all I can.
Yes. Then I'll do Xerxes first, Satyr, and then hopefully Grimlock comes back, and then we'll continue the scene.
Awesome. Thank you.
Alright. Xerxes, as you wake up,
I'm back now. Well,
your party was a success in cheering people up a little bit after the elves left. It became a lot more crowded, and this is basically as you wake up the hangover of after your festival.
All right. So, I do need to know what it ended up costing me, so I can deduct it from my funds.
Well, then the question is, did they get free food and drinks? And
I would have went to the places that I know a little better that I could get just large quantities, and I probably would have dropped 200 gold altogether for the
yes.
day to, if that works for you.
Yeah,
That'll put
that's
me.
good. Yeah, with 200 gold, you can definitely do a very big party.
But I was also going to, if I could, be also using this as a chance with my reasonably high insight. I'm listening for other rumors going on with, because I'm sure if there's a party going on, even the nobles are going to be curious.
Mm-hmm. Sure, you can make an insight check.
Okay. I will have foreseen it for the day because I want to use one of those.
All right.
So I will use one of my 2 natural 20 portents for the day.
All right. Give me a sec. I'm gonna give you
As
multiple
soon as I
rumors.
rolled, as soon as I rolled those to you, I was like, I don't believe it.
Yeah, I saw it too. I was like, whoa. I did have it once with my portent wizard where I rolled a natural 20 and a natural 1 once.
I'd rather have that than 2 natural 20s like I have.
I have done that too.
Alright.
But
So,
this would have embodied itself through.
one of the rumors that you learn is that people are a bit dissatisfied with the new guild master of the cooking guild. Yes, the new guild master is guild master Omid, and what you've learned is that that most people suspect him to be a secret racist, as he's like one by one he is removing all the non-Umbarakan members of the cooking guilds
Okay.
out of the guild, and so they become jobless and aren't allowed to put little stands up the streets anymore. But he's doing it very slowly that most people wouldn't have noticed it. With the natural 20, you learned about the fact, and there's been a lot of immigrant chefs and cooks that are now jobless because of the fact that he's pulling this shit.
All right, so I'll if I get a chance while everything's going on in my morning route, I'll just put some names out there, try to get some people some work. The people that are actually like family people and need the work, not people that are otherwise taken care of or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically what the day's consisting of. Probably a shorter morning route than usual since I saw everybody the day before. And I will go before I finish the route for the morning. Go back to the little hovel, check and make sure all my stuff is stowed away where it needs to be in its various little nooks and crannies, and look at the little business card I have from the Shark Clan lady. Go over some stuff in my head that I'm going to do with that eventually, and then I'll go ahead and head towards the main thoroughfare. Not to the inn or anything necessarily, but in that area.
Alright.
I have no real reason to be at the inn, so I just know people gather there, so it would be a good place to watch over.
Mm-hmm. Alright, then Satyr. Grimlock, are you both there?
I'm here, yeah.
You hear a knock at your door.
Come and knock at our door.
Gorok wakes up next to you, Grimlock, and says, "Are you going to get that?" Do I have to get that?
No, I'll get it. It's all right.
Alright.
You just sleep, big man. And he just walks over to the door. And he opens it. Yeah, opens it up to see who it is. Who is it?
And emerged before you is Satir. And she places her hand upon her shoulder, dragging her fingertips down to the elbow, to the wrist, in an extended way of greetings, and with a smile upon her face. Good morning. The sun has kissed the material plane. I have ways to summon you. Are you busy at this moment?
No, I have just awoken. And it is good to see you as well. In your esoteric manner.
Good. I am to summon you. And she comes in right away. As she is going to extend her foot forward with a spin, and she is going to cross her legs downward as she sits upon the ground.
There is chairs.
Of the Lumpy. As she looks at the few chairs in the room and the glance, beep, 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 before deciding whose spot is the best spot.
Okay, continue, sorry.
What do you know of the Long Sea?
What?
The Long Sea. The ocean of oceans.
Oh, you. Well. Oh, like, exactly what? Like, there's a way of taking it back, like he's like kind of like questioning his own, like what he actually knows about the ocean himself for a second there. And then he kind of like, yeah, he kind of like reassembles his like his face as best he can, and he like kind of shakes his head and goes like, "What? Why do you ask about the ocean?"
This world is very curious to know myself, and some of my belongings are within its depths, within a shark. But I want to know if the troubles and dangers that lie within. It is good to be educated, don't you think, before you strike?
Well, that is always proper. One should always keep to get more knowledge is always welcome. Well, the ocean itself is turbulent at best. Most creatures are not as friendly as you would think. I have taken the odd stroll in its depths, but not too deep, as only a madman would probably go that far. My people are not really ocean goers as much as we are waterways, like the rivers and things like that. But I have some knowledge. And what do you mean by belongings in a shark? What is the exact meaning of that?
As we were summoned to the castle, we barged in. There was a great old one at the gate, one of the red scales that covered their body. When they spoke to me of curiosity, their eyes filled with chaos, they bestowed me a gift. Knowledge. That knowledge consisted of what I am longing for. My missing pieces.
Missing pieces?
She
Kind of cocks his head to the
flutters
side a little bit.
her hand over her bindings of her face and strokes upon her arms and body as if she was a silhouette posing. She gives no other context.
So the shark has your eyes, if I'm getting that correctly.
It could have my eyes.
And then kind of this instant of like him looking kind of from the head to the toes as best he can, like, and then kind of like, what What other parts are you missing? I thought it was just the eyes.
Some things are not on the surface, but deep within.
And she strokes over her stomach and lay her fingers upon her back.
I see. So, you're basically asking, you want to go into the ocean at some point and fight a shark.
She slowly nods with a wide smile upon her face.
Well, I do take pride in my ability to fight in water, so to do so would be not something I'd be against. Though preparations for other aquatic peoples like yourself and our dear friend, why am I forgetting? Not Aman. What do you call? Why is my brain farting so hard?
Xerxes.
Xerxes, yeah, thank you. Sorry, Xerxes. And Xerxes and Aman-Hotep, would require more preparation. As going into the ocean is no easy feat, especially if you require breathing. Well, breathing air, that.
I am concerned, like the god of Pep, that they would be swallowed whole.
And she grabs her hand forward, crushing it.
But if it is to your benefit, was given more than one clue. There is another piece of me within an oasis, deep within these sand deserts.
Well, that. DM, ask, would I have any knowledge of any oases within the desert?
You
'Cause
can
my
make
people
me a
have-
history check for that.
Oh,
Give you
history.
advantage since you're wandering
Yeah, I will try this, but it's not gonna be. Can I give myself guidance or no?
In this case, no, because you're
Okay.
already.
That's fair. Just a Yiskin. Let's go. 12, not great, but not terrible.
Well, I'll grab the map. You don't know about any specific oases, but you do
Yeah.
know that there are no oases in the centroid of the Sultanate. So not here, not here, not here, but there are a couple here in Asherah.
Okay.
You've probably visited a couple of them, just like when your clan was or your tribe
Traveling,
was traveling, but outside of rest up, get water, you don't actually remember many details about the ones you visit.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's why I was kind of like, all I was wondering, even getting that is a big, like, reduction in area. So I quite like that. After you say like Oasis, you see Grimlock kind of put his hand to his chin and just kind of like seems to think for a minute, and goes like, "I admit my memory on these things can be somewhat patchy, but if it's about oases within like reach of this desert, there are some near the kingdom of what was that? Sorry again, the kingdom of Asherah that we will actually be going to. I believe there was some to the east of it, wasn't there? Sorry, my brain is so bad with this stuff. The west of it. The west of the two rivers. I seem to remember stopping at some there. I can't remember their specific locations necessarily, but I know there's some out there. They may be where you seek whatever appendage / piece of yourself you wish to get back.
I was like a leaf within the winds for you to guide me. I give you my gratefulness. Thank you.
No problem. It is a pleasure to help a fellow druid on their quest for wholeness, I guess would be one way to put it, though it's usually not as literal as this is.
Speaking of that connection that we have, I would
Yeah.
like to do my circles with you this day.
Sure, that seems agreeable.
To have more than one by yourself is to make a powerful growth.
This is true. It is something my people have attempted a few times to kind of ease the burdens in this land, but the land gives very little. But I'm hoping when we get to the new area that will become less of an issue, but at the time being I do appreciate your offer as well.
How does one start within your 12?
And she begins to stand and circle around you playfully in interest.
Sorry, what was the question again? Sorry, just because I say it normally. Sorry, I could
How
was
does
a bit
one
whispery.
begin your ritual within your grove, pretty much?
Oh, well, there's multiple. Let's go with something a bit more basic, I guess. Well, first we kind of meditate upon what. And then basically kind of goes into a little. I want to do a wee bit, but I also gonna skip it. Like he describes basically like a little bit of like transformation and how nature like kind of. It's hard to say it in the voice basically, like explains how his connection directly to the land is and stuff like that, and how they kind of like channel that energy they feel, even if in this land where it's a bit less or it's a bit different because of the kind of more dry environment. It's still something he channeled more often than not, which is why a lot of his like wild shapes are more like wetland vine style rather than like a sandy stuff. And basically, like the ritual kind of, and he brings you around this ritual for a bit, and it's kind of like he basically takes. I don't know. I didn't really think about this too hard, but I'm gonna make one up as I go. But he basically starts off with just basically like a small meditation as they sit together, basically thinking about their connection, and tries to like kind of put forth the fact that her connection is a bit stranger, and he kind of like tries to explain like basically, you need to connect with the planet itself. I understand that your being is not necessarily off this plane, but to absorb the magic of the world is easier than trying to force it into obedience as some wizards and others try to do. I find their magic to be somewhat distasteful in its methods, but I do not disagree with its efficacy. Your magic is somewhat similar to mine, but I can see where the differences is. It seems to be drawn from a different place entirely from my own. So I can see the similarities, but it's like you're nearly in a more raw form of what my magic usually is.
It is a cycle of birth and death. You give and you take from the wave around you, naturally making balance. But this way that you speak of is very intriguing.
Yes, I only mention this because your ability, as it seems, it is a very innate ability to most druids, their connection to change their shape in a natural form, despite its graphicness, what one could say. I do see its similarities to my own, but again, that strangeness in your magic is hard to wrap my head around. Mainly, this is like a simple ritual of just trying to connect it deeper with the
At
earth
that
itself.
moment,
Yeah, sorry.
Rock like walks past you. Is like, Grimlock, could you move out of the way? It is time for breakfast.
Yes, Gorok, I understand.
As he passes you and sits here, he walks down. He walks down the stairs.
If you want to continue, we can. And basically, for now, we'll just like continue like a little bit of like meditation, essentially, for a bit, if that's all right. And then just like if you want to skip over it a little bit more.
As you hear from a loud shout from below. Hey, Amon! Good morning. What's for breakfast? I think Tariq muted himself.
I did. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. So you see Gorak walking off the stairs, shouting at you, "What's for breakfast?"
Loud lizard, if you don't quiet down a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Please go talk to the barkeeper, the innkeeper for about breakfast. Where is your master and Satya
They're
and
upstairs
Xerxes?
doing some sort of weird ritual. Something blah blah blah. Give me a second.
As helpful as ever.
Uh-huh.
He get soup. Give me two ones.
I will go up.
As he's like dangerously. He's trying to how waiters have like multiple plates on. Dangerously trying to maneuver with that.
I will knock on the door.
No,
Do I?
sorry. Yeah, sorry. You hear Grimlock go like, you hear like him just go like, I got a lot of visitors today, and he gets up and he goes to the door and he's like, and he opens it and he goes like, hello, oh Amon, it's you, hello my buddy. You don't also want to happen to have ritualistic, connections with the earth right now, do you?
The earth, not so much. The air, the water, yes.
Oh, well, that's fair.
Satir, the first thing you see when you see Amon is in his hands is a very, very, very elegant and ancient elven spear.
Oh wow.
And
Oh yeah, I
since you
forgot to
can,
mention my
oh wait,
new one.
you're blind. You can't read. My bad.
But
Cannot
she can
read.
feel. She can feel like the writings and stuff on
we-
it.
we need to get her some eyes. We
Yeah.
need to kill that shark.
I will hand her. Oh, by the way, before I came upstairs and saw Grimlock and the others, I would have talked to our elven what's he called translator to find out exactly what Satir said the previous.
I mean, they're in the Sultanate.
Yes.
Group. Sure, that's no problem.
Okay. And
You remembered it. Well.
I would have to rewatch that, I guess. Because that was a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of remember, so I walk in. It's like, Satir, would you do me the great honor of checking out this spear for me? And I will hand you the spear.
Her fingertips will grasp at it, looking at its full form, and a smile is bestowed upon her face as she turns to Grimlock.
Perhaps this could be part of the ritual to figure out its qualities.
What? Sure.
No one here has identified.
I'm not very good with identifying objects like this.
I just thought you might know something about it since it's in the Elven Spear. Good news, which is horrible news. I am now the champion of the elves. Someone please kill me. Yeah, things happened while you were busy getting teeth. By the way, the fact that you did not notice us galloping out of there at full speed was and yelling, "Satir, come on!" I am quite impressed, actually. So, the reason I'm here is on business. we forgot several important things last time. Such as... I wrote this down specifically.
Alright,
Mhm.
give me a sec.
Oh, Great Christian Assassins.
Mm-hmm. I have these papers. I would like to wait for Xerxes to check them out. We didn't immediately know after we read them and find out about them. We immediately need to go to the Sultan and show him these. And then I was hoping that we could go back to the base of the assassins and try to clean it up. I mean, they might be there, or they might not. Who knows?
So, as you look through the papers, it's a list of names of different people with their daily travel habits and how they what they do during the weeks and days. So the first person you see, Sheikh Tariq, where there are like multiple his school it's like a very accurate repetition of his school schedule and everything. Then the second letter is Amir Hashim. That's the master of coin, the one that you guys visited that thinks Satir is a avatar.
Okay.
Um, you also have like an entire detailed schedule of his morning routes. What days he picks up his daughter from school. What time he goes to work. What day he returns. Very detailed. What his hobbies are. Then the third paper is Prince Aziri, who is the younger brother of the Sultan. So in the line of succession, he is very, very far away, because the Sultan already has kids and grandkids and great-grandkids. He is responsible in the city for keeping the water sources clean. There's also like a schedule of how he for example, to make 100% sure and to convince everyone that a water source is clean, because water sources get dirty very quickly, so they have to be maintained to keep working in, because this is a desert city. That's a very important job. He always publicly drinks out of the water sources to make sure, like, hey, this is even fit for a prince, so there's no complaining from you guys. Then there is Amir Samira. She's in charge of the refugee shelters. Then there is Miss Lila, who runs a small free doctor's clinic in the lower city. And then you have the high priority, the papers even say high priority, Xerxes, with like a completely mapped out pattern of his visits and who he gives money to.
Oh,
God,
no!
crazy.
I mean, can you guys read this, or am I the only one able to read this?
Anyone that can read Hyperokian is able to read this. But
Okay.
but it doesn't have the Byrons, or that's what it's called, right? Braille or Braille.
Yeah, Braille.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Braille.
yeah. I'm just
It
sitting
doesn't
there
have that,
just
so
waiting,
Satir
you know,
can't read
smiling.
it. No.
So, if you can't read it, you would just start hearing, oh no,
But
crap, we have to go.
The main thing that it has in common with all of these is that they're all targeting people that are important charity workers in the city.
Ooh.
Okay,
Ooh.
so I will give what are their names? My two guards. I will tell them to grab the camel and immediately go to the Prince of Coin and tell him that he may be targeted by assassins. Then after that, to immediately go and tell the commoners, because the high nobles are. I'm going to go tell the Sultan right now. But first, I will turn to everybody. Like after I give those instructions, we need to go find Xerxes now.
Fair enough. Seems important.
Let us put it this way: he was on the top of the hit list, and I will show them the map of his pattern because Satir won't see it, but I will show it anyway because
Look, he is supposed to walk like this. Look!
we
Just
no
look
we
at
have
our
Yeah.
eyes.
Look how they walk and look at it.
I just say like Grimlock leads over to Sia and goes like, he's showing us a map, and it's very important. Look impressed.
She smiles, nodding.
it is Xerxes' route.
He's alright,
Exact
then,
times he will be exact places. We need to go now.
Yes. Let's go. Let's go indeed.
I have his scent like to memory, to heart. Am I able to detect them at all?
Sure, you can make a survival check.
Awesome.
Also, do you actually have this list written out? So I can put it on my sheet.
Yes, but I have important details on it as well. So I can't copy paste
okay.
it.
I will just have to
I can give
use
you
you.
the names, but
Yeah, I'll just use you as my memory. I'll put the names down later. I can't do that right now. Okay.
those are the
Oh
names.
wow. We're gonna end up having to choose who lives if we have to do this one by one. Top priorities.
Well, we don't know.
You already went into the base of the assassins and murdered the Grand Master, or took down the Grand Master there. So
Yeah. We don't know who on this hit list are like he's already sent people after. That's the thing. But the Sultan needs to know.
Sheik Tariq.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say Sheik Tariq is
Sheik
actually
Tariq.
probably safe because he's probably the one that they haven't really realized to go again at.
Yeah. But
And then
right
it's
now,
just-
Prince's the Prince of Coin and the Emir Coin and Princess Zari are the most important on that list, other than Xerxes.
yeah, sorry, I will be back again. You guys keep going.
But one of us at least has to go straight to the freaking Sultan. And that's probably gonna be me. Unless everyone wants to come.
I mean, you have the new special title.
No, that's for the elves. I hate the fucking elves.
Monotep has arrived, champion of the elves.
They're gonna have to say that title wherever you go in the royal sections.
Oh no, Omarosa is definitely going to do that, and I'm definitely going to want to murder her.
Now, luckily, she's not currently here. She's still at the tavern.
The tavern is right below us, right? We're at the inn, the tavern inn / inn.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would say you guys went out and looked for Xerxes.
No, we haven't left out yet. We're still in the room, and I'm telling them we need to go for Xerxes.
Well, Satir is a lady of action, and she leaves, and she's going to go find them right away.
Yeah.
And
Omarosa,
with 24.
Shit.
Yeah, you have a very easy time finding Xerxes.
Yeah,
I
we're
believe he wasn't even that far away. He was in the area, not necessarily in the inn, but
You walk out the door and
he's there.
you walk out the door and he's there in the middle of everybody just BXing.
Xerxes, we need to surround you, and we need to get to the castle immediately.
You're
I
in
am
danger.
surrounded, and he just demonstrates the wave of commoners around him.
No, 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 no. I will then show him the list and point at the priority Xerxes.
There is he quickly like speed reads it almost, and there is no response from him. He just kind of shrugs. There's always someone out to kill me.
Well, we didn't just kill most of their members.
That's on you.
No, it's on you too. Let us go.
No, I don't trust you.
Okay.
And I'll look at Satir to get a confirmation on anything.
She's curious why you don't trust him, so she's going to ask.
Why do you not trust this one?
And she kind of points.
I don't trust anybody in the pocket of the nobility.
Well, I cannot see what is written down.
And she points at the paper aggressively. And you can hear like the paper.
I will openly to everybody read it.
Oh my god!
No, I will grab it. I will grab it from you. I will grab it from you. Like, no, this is important.
You
Don't.
resisted, Xerxes?
No, I'll let it go because I've already got it memorized.
Wait, do you have that ability?
With a 19 intelligence?
Oh god, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, you do.
Just know that all that he's been reading is his own walking habits.
Yeah,
that is true. That's the only page I gave him.
I looked at that and maybe a few names above mine because when you speed read, you don't pick up information. You pick up.
Oh no, it's
details.
multiple. It's multiple pages. I would have only given you the Xerxes page.
So whatever names were on the list above mine, I would have got, but just that.
No, I'm saying we are going to the Sultan right away. Most of these names are various nobles. I have also sent my guards. They are going to first speak to Emiya Samara, and then they are going to go guard Miss Leah.
That's the priority, Miss Lila, and I'm headed that way, GM, immediately because she's one of my people.
Well, he can go with my guards because the rest of, I mean, Amonhotep definitely got to go to this.
And like he stops, turns, gives Satir like a quick hug on the leg. Good to see you, and then takes off.
Like he does not trust me, but he's trusting the. He can go fuck himself. Let's go.
You never mentioned her master's name, correct? That is on the. You did mention her master's name? Alright, yeah, she's gonna try to go there next, even if the group does not go.
Alright.
I mean, is that on the way to the palace?
Yeah, it's about here.
All right, then we will hit Emir Hashim first. I will yell at my guards. Do not worry about Emir Hashim. We will go there first. You guys get to protect Xerxes. Take the camel, and I'm getting on my horse and riding a fast horse, grabbing Amara and putting her on it. Omarosa. Oh, I will also send Muscle Mommy with them. Just in case. If she's not too hungover.
She is like, she says in Elvis something like, "Kill me." Too much.
She got sloshed.
Where and she doesn't done the like she says to the translator something like, "I'll go in 5 minutes, okay?"
No, it is right now. I will tell that to the translator. It's like, we have to go, and I'm gone. riding a fast wind horse.
While Satyr and Grimlock are walking after you.
You know, might as well. I'm gonna make myself into a panther, and I'm gonna run along with my increased speed.
Alright. Where is the panther? Ah, you put it there yourself. Yeah. I was looking for it, like, where am I missing it? Alright, Xerxes, you are going to Miss Lila's doctor's office. Escorted by two people trying to follow you
I'm back. Sorry.
that are...
3 people.
Three.
And as soon
Muscle
as I
Mommy.
would have gotten a little bit away,
she said something like okay, but she's still like hungover, lying on the ground.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
She's slow. So
Yeah.
the two of us do manage to. But Muscle Mommy is like, oh, it's too late. Oh, it's fine this morning. The travel to the. Sorry, what did you say, Xerxes?
I had posted it in the Roll20, but I popped invisibility as soon as I took off. Because, I mean, I know if I'm a target, I'm not going to be completely out in the open.
Yeah. Then both Kissa and TechBest tried to find you, but it was like, where did he go? Where did he go? I have no idea. Well, best is to go to that doctor spot, and we'll do what Amon told us to there, but can't do much more to help. Yeah, they'll walk. They might take the same route. Maybe you know a shortcut, or you take the long route.
Well,
Yeah.
remember, they're on a camel. The plan was to grab him because he's so small.
Yeah, you can't
and
have
ride
3
there as
people
fast.
on a camel, so that would have been impossible anyway.
Okay. But yeah, they're going on the camel to be fast and try to protect her.
So yeah, they already arrived there. Xerxes is then a little bit slower. Do you want to visit anywhere else, or do you want to directly go there?
I'm not going to be like, because I have an hour on this, I'm not going to be like rushing there. It's kind of one of those move fluidly through the crowd like I normally do, but invisible, so I can see if there's anybody suspicious that I don't recognize, since this is part of my stomping ground. Because if we just get up there, in my mentality, we get up there and set up defenses, we don't know what could already be coming. But if I survey everything as I'm going, I have a better chance of at least preventing her being grabbed.
The travel towards there goes without any problems, although it is a bit more crowded on the street than it normally is. It's probably because of that yesterday nobody wanted to go out because of the dragon. So
Yeah.
now they decided to all do those tasks that they actually needed to do yesterday.
Yeah, I understand.
So it's a bit more. So it's like sometimes because you're invisible, you still bump into people, and it's like, how is that? Huh? As you are there, you can as you arrive at the doctor's clinic, you already see the camel standing next to Kissa and TechBest inside of the doctor's clinic.
If they're like looking towards the opening, I'll wait till they do. Then I'll drop the invisibility as I walk in, so they know I'm there. But I'll head in.
As the doctor, Miss Lila, reach you. Greetings, Xerxes.
Good morning. Is there anybody in there that she's currently working on or anything? Or
yes, there's one patient who she's I forgot the English word for it. Stitching up a big wound on the arm.
Okay, do I recognize them?
From face, yes, but it's an average face that the name egodes you. But you've
Okay.
seen the person walk around the markets plenty of times.
Okay. Like previously, more than just the past week or so.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure there wasn't already somebody in here. And then I will just like walk to the back like I do with supplies and wait on her. Just kind of give a wave, not of haste or anything, but when you're free.
Give me a moment. The stitching is
Yeah.
almost done, and the person goes, ah! Don't be a big
You-
baby.
You need a hand with that, and I'll come over and use my level of medical knowledge and help her out.
I can go ahead and make a medicine check.
Okay, I'll cast guidance on myself. Change this to public, normal.
Oh yeah, stitching someone up isn't a very hard thing. This guy just is a big is a big baby and afraid of needles. So what you do to help her out is distract him so he doesn't notice that the stitching is being done.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, I was like, I don't want any more needles. Like, I'm all done. Huh? What? How did you do that so quick? Well, if you don't squeamish so much during the process, it goes a lot quicker.
How'd you get that?
Fell over. I was carrying something and one of those. I walked into one of those blood angels and fell over, and then I cut myself on a rock on the ground.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
Just because right now I'm on alert with anybody involving her, but I won't have guidance on this one, so just straight insight.
Ja?
Now, you know he's
That's my
lying.
third nat 20 today.
Yeah, you're on a roll. You know he's lying, but he's not lying with malicious intent. He's probably lying to cover up something very embarrassing.
Okay. Uh-huh. Sure you were. And I will pat the wound so he knows I caught him. But you're probably needed back at work though, huh?
Yes.
I'll cover whatever. I know it's free here, but I'm still gonna say I'll cover whatever he owes Lila, and I'll wink at her.
No problem. That'd be 1 billion gold pieces as she winks back.
Put it on my tab.
Sure thing. She writes something, she scribbles something down in a book.
This is gonna come back to bite me later in the campaign.
So Armand and Techbeth like standing in the room with her.
Techbeth, yes. Kissa, no. She's Kissa is next to the camel.
Cool.
Outside of the
She's
building. So
she's checking people out who go to the door. I'm fine with that.
And I'll help clean up stuff.
Yeah.
I'll help clean up stuff while I begin to explain to her the situation.
Do you also explain about your situation, or do you only explain her situation?
No, just hers. I leave mine out.
Alright. Who would want to do such a thing?
Seems like people are just out for someone like you that does good. I don't know. You have anybody in the city you can stay with for get you out of here for a little bit at least? And I'm going to, while I'm talking, I would like to cast See Invisibility.
Alright, go ahead.
To look for scrying orbs and such.
Yeah, there's nothing of that in the room as far as you can see. He
Okay.
says, I have some family outside of the city. We have our own farm, but then I'd have to close down shop for a while.
What if I can? I may be able to find somebody that can help run stuff, and you can't help people in the future, Lila, if you get hurt now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sure. Can I gather some of my stuff? Then I will.
Oh, I'm not rushing you at all. This is just, and we would probably. I'll just gotta give a peek around again. Probably best to move out early tomorrow morning. Spend your day doing absolutely everything you normally do. I'll come for you tomorrow morning,
Okay.
and I'll get a cart. I'll get everything, and we'll get you out of the city.
Yes. Thank you,
Uh,
Xerxes.
if you want to show me real quick today, roughly where your things are, I will do my best to come here and
Well,
stitch up people what I can.
she
If
gives you
it's
a bit
an
of a tour.
emergency.
She gives a bit of a tour of where all her tools are. She
Okay.
also shows you a bit of. Currently, she's cleaning the needle that she used to stitch.
Yeah.
Because that'll cause problems if you never clean that needle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And she
I'm sure I
shows you.
can't do a whole lot, but
And she shows you also a bit of like the more her vault with the more serious medicines.
yeah.
It's
I
like
mean, for
like
some of the
she has to
really,
she has to put it in a vault because else
yeah,
potential addicts come to steal it or something like
yeah.
that.
Well, I was actually going to suggest any of the things that she thinks could be stolen. We can tuck away somewhere. I have places, but because once again, the panic everything was in yesterday, it's just going to take one of those again, and people are going to be rushing for whatever they think will make them safe.
She nods.
I love my people, but any bit of danger is like a wildfire anymore.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I have these. She just gives you a couple of packages of different types of medicine that are
Okay.
considered
They would be a
dangerous by
narcotic to us.
they're considered dangerous by if not used by a professional on a person.
Laudanum.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll make sure definitely have those tucked away. Would she happen to before she leaves? Does she happen to have a healer's kit
Oh, she has plenty.
handy? I have one, but I'd like a second one.
Yeah, she has no problem with you taking one.
Awesome. And that way, because I may have to travel to somebody, and we will actually the next day. I will leave a note. This is just a step in ahead, so I can verify it with her, saying that she traveled to, and we'll come up with a different place, like a relative in the city,
Mm-hmm.
and have it in her handwriting and everything that she's staying with for. But I'm still going to put out for any information or for aid, see Xerxes. I want my name out there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm for you, GM, so you know I'm baiting a trap.
Yes.
And I'm the cheese.
Alright. Then at that moment as you do those preparations, Team Satir arrives at the
I gotta have medical checks done, so I'll be back in about 15 minutes.
arrives at the mansion of Amir Hashim.
Satir is instantly going to go through the gate. Is there any guards about?
Yeah, a couple, and you have like the gate itself is not guarded, but then you have like an open area where you arrive in the front garden, and there at the front door are two guards.
Like cats do, she's not going to give a fuck, and she's gonna go right prodding through. And she is going to try to sniff them out. I also have them within memory. May I do so?
Yes, you may.
That's a critical failure. If it's well, it is her master, you know. Would it be with advantage? Because
I thought you were sniffing out the guards. My
no,
bad.
the master.
Ah,
Is he still technically your master?
To her, yes.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I would say that would be with advantage.
Yes. Okay, 19.
19. You sniff a little bit, and you see that he, or you smell that he is in the dining chamber with his daughter.
She is instantly going to try to attempt to run past the guards if they do try to stop her. And she's going to go straight towards the dining chamber.
They are a bit confused, and they try to run after you. Hold up! There's a cat going through, and then they're like,
The cat is with me.
and the car, we don't know who you are. And they
You
run
saw me
after.
the other day. I'm Amon
We
Hotep.
weren't on shift back then.
Oh.
As they run after the cat into the dining chamber, and the daughter says, "Miss Kitty."
She's
She
instantly going to go into their arms and stroke across their body.
I've missed you so much, Miss Kitty. Welcome back. Would you like a fish? You have some fish soup. She shows you breakfast that.
Go ahead.
I will walk in behind the guards who are probably at this point aiming spears at Satir and say, "Hello, Amir. We are here because there is an incident we'd like to speak to you about."
What would that be?
I will show him the list.
Wait, sorry.
This is from the heads. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to ask a question because I obviously was kind of in and out there for a second. So what has exactly happened, real quick? Sorry, just to catch me up. I'm assuming Xerxes went to go help one of the people, which was the Miss the doctor. I'm sure that's the Miss Liza.
Mm-hmm.
And then Xerxes already been contacted, so he's fine. Sheikh Tariq, we technically already dealt with his problem, most likely at least. And then currently we're which one? Emir's Hassan's, and then so basically the only two that are currently unprotected or at least unadvised is the Prince Azor or Aziri, and then Emir Samira. Sorry, my dyslexia always hurts me real bad when I look at those words. Do we? Sorry. So what are we doing about those? Sorry, real quick. If we had a discussion about that, just to.
We're going to go to see the Sultan, and then because to get to his brother and the other lady, we're definitely going to need him. Like, we have contact with the other two from personal contacts, but not those two.
Has anybody seen the other Emir?
At the as Satir is hugging the little girl, she hears a lot of other meow, 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 and like other cats walk in and they try to join in. They seem jealous.
Oh, that's so cute. It's the cats that they got those.
All of them trying to gain our attention. She like with one arm hugs Satir and like pets her with her hand, and then with the other arm she's trying to give enough attention to the other cats.
Oh no, those kittens are going straight for that bowl of fish soup. Let's be honest.
They can't jump as high yet because they're kittens.
True.
I have no idea when cats start developing their jumping ability, but I assume kittens.
It's like 2 weeks. It's like 2 to 3 weeks, I think.
And like, they're probably gonna try to climb on them for the food too.
Mm-hmm.
Emir Hashim reads through the papers. This is very serious and quite scary with the amount of details.
We are going to go speak to the Sultan right now. This is quite important. Unfortunately, another one of our members.
Do not go. No, I shall go to the Sultan myself. The Sultan has gained a worsening of his gout, so he's not taking any more guests in, and only visitors from high priority members of court when there is something to deal with. So I will go towards the Sultan immediately with my guards. And honey, yes, Daddy. I know you're very happy to see Miss Kitty again, but you have to start grabbing some of your more important items that you want to take. You're going to have to go You have to go and visit Mommy again. But Daddy, I want to stay with you. I haven't seen you in such a long time. I know, honey, but Daddy has a lot of work for him cut out, and he cannot properly take care of you in that time. It is much safer and nicer for you to stay with Mommy, okay? She says, she kisses Satir on the forehead, and she says very sadly, "Okay, Daddy."
I'm gonna help her with her things. I'm gonna like pick them up with my mouth and place them into things with her.
Oh. She finishes her soup a little bit, and then there's still a little bit left, so she takes the little plate and takes it down so that the little kittens can take what remains. She walks with while holding Satir in both arms towards her room.
I do not mean to be impertinent, Emir. But a couple of things. One, where is her mother? Because we could take her if you so wished.
She's on the other side of the country.
Then we cannot take her. I thought she was in the city.
Do not worry. We are happily married, but she runs my home business and my grounds, while I fulfill my task to the Sultan here.
Understood.
No one I trust more with my family assets than my lovely wife.
Could you please also write us 2 letters of what is invitation? Not invitation. Of greeting to the. Oh, I'm using the wrong answer. Could you please write us 2 letters of greeting to the prince and the what is her name? I don't want to say the other one. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I do not know what you're talking about.
The other Emir.
The other Emir.
Emir Samira.
Prince. Yeah, Emir Samira. Yes, could you, Prince Azira and Emir Samira.
Prince
I'm sure we can.
I can contact as well in the palace.
Yes, please. Well, I mean, you have to tell the Sultan anyway. So, but Amir Samira, we could definitely use a letter of invitation, and to tell her exactly what's going on, signed by someone such as yourself, would probably stop a lot of issues from some strange people coming up to her,
of course,
saying the assassins are coming after.
Give me a sec. He goes towards his office to grab some writing papers. Starts writing from right to left. And then signing it and using his signet ring and stamp, provisionizes. This letter confirms to her that you have been approved by me and can be trusted.
Thank
I
you.
trust you all to do the story yourself. I will inform the Sultan and Prince Aziri.
I'd just like to insight check that.
Go ahead.
Yep, I believe him.
2 natural ones in a row.
Like everyone but Xerxes is getting the opposite type of crit.
Mm-hmm. As he goes towards one barrack room and gets extra guards to escort him to the Sultan's palace. While in the room, the daughter has a bunch of dolls that she's trying to stow into her things, and she's a painter or a hobby painter, and you can see that she tried to it's a rough sketch, but she tried to sketch your battle with the giant hyena. You saved her.
Omarosa, please go help her pack her things. And
Of course, I shall
what?
help. I shall help a champion of the elves. I shall help the
I hate you.
daughter of the Emir. Of course, I will have to be obliged by a champion. She walks over with like grinning teeth that she's doing a servant's job.
Oh god. I just like see her in the anime with that big old like the teeth as she grins at me. I do have a question for you regarding Minathir. Thar. Does the force damage crit?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh wow. Satir will lower her head and then bounce the little girl up, for her to lay upon her back, and she'll wipe her tail across her face playfully as she begins to run around with her in her room, gathering her things with her, trying to have a smile upon her face for a magical moment.
Thank you, Miss Kitty. She gives you a couple of things to see what you do with them, as he's there, and she laughs about it. You're so cool, Miss Kitty.
She'll roll around with her. She'll jump on the bed with her. Even though it's like, it's not one of those spring beds. It's one of those weaved beds of sorts.
At that moment, as you guys are having fun, Omarosa comes in. She looks
Both
she looks like she ate the most disgusting thing ever. She comes in and says, Miss Kima, I am here to help collect your things. Let's hurry up. What do you need? I'm not sure yet. I want that with me and that. Choose!
I'll smack
Do
her
I
with my
hear
tail.
that?
I go, no,
You
because
want me-
here's like another floor of the building with the door closed. But what did you want to do, Satir?
I will smack her with my tail the instant she raises her voice.
Oh, that's right. she gives a mean eye to the cat
Lick
to the
her
pamper.
paw.
Yeah, she knows what's going on, so like, okay.
For she might have the honor of being the first sidekick NPC ever to be killed by her own party.
And she starts starts grabbing the cases and she just grunts a lot while she is folding up the clothes. I was a grand magistrate once, and I'm reduced to packing a kid's clothes. What is this? What is this?
Authority. Satir will basically slack off for the rest of the time.
Oh, you're one of those cats that goes sitting on the brand new folded clothes.
Yeah. Because they messed with her a little bit, she'll accidentally, quote unquote, drop some of the clothes or lay on some of the clothes for a little bit too long.
And she just gets a grunt like, powerful warlock, packed with old gods, reduced to this, and I didn't do anything wrong either.
For some reason, Amon is smiling. No one can see it behind the mask, but he's smiling.
And you're only in a room because the Amira Sham has already left for the Sultan.
I'm with Grimlock.
Yeah.
Like, Grimlock has been, like, stone cold silent. Mm-hmm. Is everything okay, Grimlock?
Don't know who's here.
I am here. Look, Grimlock is just like staring into the distance, and you just see.
Staring into the middle distance.
I don't really have much to do here in this situation. You know, like it's not a bad way. I don't really think there's much for me to necessarily interfere with.
Okay.
She at some point she's done with Morose is done with all the coffin, all the chests with the clothes and everything, and the toys packed in. And it's like, oh shit, these are heavy. I used to have servants for this.
And that's my cue to leave with the little girl.
As she tries to carry the packages off of the stairs, like, what?
If I see the Mir's daughter and Samara and don't see Omarosa, I will go and help her because I'm assuming she has the.
Yeah, you see her walk down with all the stuff. She's like almost falling over.
Oh, I am sorry that you had to carry those. Of course, someone of your nobility and strength shouldn't carry those at all. You're much more suited to packing them. And I just easily lift them up. And
she wanted to say something as you said that, but then you were too quick. And she's like, ah, damn it.
Yeah, I'll take them to the front hall because the guards can do all that. We need to go to the other emir. I will look like any questions about going to the other emir.
Who are you asking this to? Sorry.
You and Samara.
Oh, okay. And I got kind of confused. I was like, you just like. Well, do we know where they are?
You have her root papers.
Oh yeah, we did. Sorry. I was kind of in out of this bit, so it's kind of got a bit confused.
That, and we have Omarosa. She knows this.
Mhm. What about the other prince? Should be fine. He's like protected, right?
He is in the castle. He is in the castle with the Sultan. Yes, he should be very protected. The emir will give the Sultan the papers.
Fair enough.
It should be fine. They have mini guards. I am hoping everything goes well. But Satir, if you could,
Guards. Sorry.
huh?
He said mini guard. I thought it was like mini, like small, and I was thinking, wouldn't you rather have large guards?
Mini, not small guards. Mini.
Makes sense.
Okay. Satir, could you possibly send your friend to watch them and tell us if and come back to us if anything goes wrong on their way to the prince's. I mean, to the Sultan's casa.
She's a cat
As
right
you
now.
request that when she comes into the room with the little one upon her back, her little friend, Ginger, begins to uncoil from their neck and does so.
All right, Omarosa, come along. We ride like the. And I have got to decide on the accent.
As you ride away.
It's been a while, don't worry, don't worry.
Leaving leaving Satir and Grimlock behind.
Satir's as fast as we are.
Mm-hmm.
As the little kid, the question: does Satir stay here and play with the kid, or does she follow?
Oh, I thought we were all going.
She will lick the little kid's face and then lick her master's face before leaving along.
The master is already gone, but the little girl waves goodbye. Goodbye, Miss Kitty.
Wait, is there any good guards around, by the way, for this kid?
Yeah, there are 4 guards on the premise, but they're outside the house.
So she's all alone.
Yes.
Oh my god. I'm even tempted to bring her with me at this point.
Maybe don't bring her along on the possible deadly missions that we're on. She may be safer in her own home.
I'll wait because I'm very fast with her until she's properly taken care of.
I will slowly walk my ass that direction.
Yeah. As
I would wait for them. Come on.
so like what happens is every time you're at a corner, then you like stand still and wait until Grimlock approaches, and then you go to the next corner.
Just go ahead. Like, it doesn't really matter if I get there. Just make sure they're safe.
Yeah, I will do so.
Grimlock's also Grimlock is just like goes fuck it and just turns into a giant wolf and just starts rampaging towards their direction as well. He's just he's just like
chaos
fuck
in the
this.
streets.
And he just turns into a vine wolf and starts running in that direction as well. Specifically turning into a dire wolf if you're curious on what stat block I'm using for whatever this. I don't
Well,
know.
don't you look like a dire wolf once you?
Oh,
The vines are just okay.
Yeah.
Well, there's like people like, what the hell is that? Ah! It's coming for us!
It's my pet. Shut up.
It's my pet. Shut up.
They just hear in their head.
What sort of weirdo takes a pet like that?
Some of them randomly hear in their head, "Don't worry about it. I'm a friendly wolf." In their head. Because obviously, like,
their champion is unleashing a monster on us! Ah!
No, they would not know that the champion. I'm like,
Hey, you have a large spear which is champion of the elves, very clearly written on it. A couple of guys that walk past you that can read Elvish are like, fuck!
It says champion of the elves on it.
Yeah, that's the word Minifar on it.
Oh god.
I'm a friendly
Like
wolf.
Sil Minifar is champion of
So
the elves. What? It wasn't even. This smells much scarier than those blood angels. Ah!
I'm a friendly wolf.
I've seen dragons before, but not this.
I'm a friendly wolf.
One guard, like a small group of guards, wants to approach you, and they see it, and they're like,
Nope.
"Nope," and they walk the other way.
Yeah, I gotta remember, like,
Yeah,
this is like
you're
a
like,
horse-sized. Like, the
yeah.
thing is, like, just for a visual, like, I know obviously you know this, but a dire wolf is the same size as a horse.
Yes.
Yes.
I am a horse-sized
And you're
wolf
made
running
out of
through
vines,
streets.
so like people are scared in this
Well,
city.
no. That's what I was. That's what I was asking. So technically,
Well, no, it looks
the
basically
vines only.
the way I kind of work it is like, no, like he's right. I look like a vine wolf because the point is like all my combat forms kind of look more along the lines of actually being
Oh.
vines, where my more like, because basically the idea is like for combat forms is, in my opinion, is like they're basically like rushed. They don't have time to fully like camouflage as a normal animal. That's why, like, to be fair, I could explain that sometimes that does happen. Like in this case, I could have had the time, but maybe I just rushed it because I want to run along. But basically, the idea is that when I rush a form in combat as such, I always look kind of more like a plant monster than I do necessarily just the creature itself. That's the way I like to explain it. Because then, but if I were to like sit here, take like even 2 seconds extra, I basically can turn into a perfect replica of a dire wolf. But at the current moment, I'm in like quick change mode. That's the way I kind of justify it in my head, anyway.
If you like run out of the city to the, because our schedule says that you should be at the refugee camp, and like that moment you guys rush out of the city, the first thing the guards do at the gate is close the gate after if they see the vine monster run out of the city.
Yeah.
Oh, she's outside of the city.
Not that far.
Okay.
The refugee camp, that's basically a large thing outside of the walls of the city. You see a large camp where in the middle there's a big tent, and there is a line there where people are given given some a little bit of bread for their breakfast. Freshly baked bread with, like, at the further line, their own stuffing for the bread that they want. As you spot Amir Samira, you see her basically just helping out at one of the tables, cutting up the bread and giving it to people.
All right. I will walk up as with as much dignity as possible. By the way, that's what my horse looks like.
Oh, cool.
So yeah, that and a dire wolf walk into the camp. Uh, that with barding on and a dire wolf walk into the camp.
With made out of vines, and the people are like, ah!
Again, they are with me. I will get down on one knee, bow my head, and give and say, "This is from the Amir. Your life is in danger. Please come with us to the palace. We will escort you to the palace. That will be the safest place, and then we will leave."
She takes the letter and reads it, and then says, "No, I have a job to do here."
These assassins are quite persistent.
Oh yeah, just saying, between this exchange, by the way, DM, I am going to be keeping like It's gonna be like sitting down, dog style, but like looking around and sniffing crazily all the time, just to make sure there's nobody approaching and keeping an eye out for anybody who is dangerous.
Yes.
Question. I will. This is more to. No, I'll ask this in character. Grimlock, can you smell the assassin drug?
I can try. I've tried before, but I've not didn't get enough good smell of it before to know it. And then he will give a sniff to see if he can smell that. Like if he can try it again to do it. I know it's been a while, so maybe you can't, but if I can, I can. I will.
She, yeah, you can try so. It will be with disadvantage again, just like previous time.
Is this perception? I'm assuming to sniff it
Yes.
out.
Yeah.
Okay, then this will be a flat roll because werewolves get advantage on sniff rolls.
Yes.
So it's just a flat roll. Okay, that wasn't meant to be advantage. Oopsie poopsie. So that's not a that's not that's a
25.
25.
Oh, you didn't get to 27. I feel
Yeah,
bad.
to be fair, my sniffing abilities are quite good.
Yes.
So, you sniff, and you realize something. Behind her is a pot that was intended for the refugee workers, and it is poisoned.
Sorry, what was that again? Sorry, this was reading
Behind
something.
her
Oh,
is
wow.
behind her, like you have this table where all the refugees can get food, and behind there is also a location for the refugee workers to eat the food, and it's poisoned.
Okay. Very quickly, as soon as he notices this as fast as he can, despite being probably a misunderstanding of waiting, he will quickly leap into that area and try to like basically push people mostly away, like scaring them basically out of the way of the
What
food.
are you? Well, Grimlock,
No,
what
like,
is going on?
yeah, that's like, I mean, like this is like his initial like quick reaction to solve the problem as fast as he can, as he quickly turns and using his telepathy basically, which is a big reason why I took it. He basically tells you the food has been poisoned. Stop them from eating quickly. And he kind of like sits there, like territorially walks around the food, kind of making sure that nobody comes near it. I think he does so.
I will. How many people are around me currently?
It's super crowded here.
Like super duper duper crowded?
Yeah.
Everyone, put down the bowls of food now! It is poisoned! And then I will use my fear.
Alright. Go ahead. As they, let's see. I'll do a general save for everyone. Because it's like so many people.
Yeah, like thousands of rolls or even hundreds.
Yeah, I know. Like,
It is.
roll for everyone. They all rolled a 19!
The fuck you say?
As,
The-
I think they made it, so, like, as you,
No, there's no way I have above a 19. Shit.
I said I think they made it. So they all look at you as they say, "Lie down, Devon," and they all like protestingly take another bite, and they walk further on.
Yeah, just saying. Like Grimlock continues to guard the food. Whatever
The
food's
one
not in the
pot.
people's
Yeah.
hands. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like he's not actually like, knocking out their hands because he doesn't have the time for that. He is currently stopping them from touching the pot of food that is poisoned.
You should kick it over. But
Well, kicking it over will make them probably eat it off the ground. They're refugees. You could not just give them
oh
free food on
well,
the
no,
floor.
I thought the cauldron was.
So what, right?
I have no idea what it's doing.
I think.
Hello, can you hear me?
Now we can.
Yep. Hello.
I said I thought the cauldron was specifically for the refugee.
No, it's not for the refugees. It's for the refugee workers.
That's what I was saying. So,
Both.
madam,
Still,
the
still
refugee worker food has been poisoned.
Mhm.
Madam.
And well, luckily nobody has eaten from it yet. But we'd have to test that out and bring it to a researcher. See what kind of poison we're dealing with.
Oh, do I have detect poison?
Would you be so kind as to? She walks over to the pot, looks at the vine wolf, and then unhooks the pot and gives the pot to Amonhotep. We'd be very grateful if you were to do that for me.
Okay. Do I know
Also,
where I?
my task. You can bring it to a local doctor's office, or you could bring it to the Sultan's palace.
Probably the Sultan's palace would
Or
be
you
best.
could bring it to the academy.
The Sultan said they were busy, so probably the academy. Madam, there is still someone who is willing to poison. That means that they will do other things and that they are still here. These assassins do not give up. We cannot just leave you in this.
I refuse to live my life in fear of what ifs of people trying to kill me. I will not live in fear, and I will continue living my life how I want to live it, making it a worthy life.
DM. So there's a question. There's a shot of it. Should be a shot in the dark. Try Tariq 1 second. Just knowing the smell of the poison, I know it's a long shot and there's probably a good chance it wouldn't be. Can I smell anybody who has that smell on them? Like somebody who may have been carrying a vial of it or had spilled it on their hands possibly when pouring it in. If there's not, that's fine, but I just want to know if I could technically try to that. At least if they're in the vicinity of the area, but otherwise, obviously, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
You can try again with another perception check.
You got this.
Okay. I do have advantage this time because I am sniffing.
Good
for
lord!
That's the second natural 20, technically speaking, not the same. But it works, yeah.
Alright. You detect three people that have the poison on them as a scent.
Okay,
One
are they
was
like
the chef that two are the chefs that worked on it, and the third was a person that was readying to prep the boils.
the bowls?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll probably say this to Tariq, or to Aman, I mean to say, sorry. Basically in his head, just get these chefs there and the guy who was going to grab the bowls for it. They may not be necessarily involved in the plot, but they are the most likely poisoners at the moment.
I will bend over and whisper to you. Go over and pretend to sniff them. And then I will
Okay.
walk over.
I will go basically and exaggeratedly give them a sniff.
I will walk over. I believe my friend here smells the poison on you. Did you add any extra ingredients? Or given any extra to put this poison to put into the stew pot? And I will be as intimidating as possible.
Or are you talking to one of the chefs or to the server?
I will grab when I see him sniffing all three of them. I will get all three of them together in the same area and say that to all
What
three
the
of
hell
them.
are you doing?
So answer the question.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check. The server makes some strange gestures and says, I was given a new hand wash for my hands to keep clean and stay from infection.
And you put your hands in the soup?
No. But that must be the reason why I have the poison on me. They're trying to frame me.
I know that I just want to also like with the accusation, could I like look at the two cooks and see what their reaction to the situation is?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Okay. Probably not gonna do well in this, but let's see. Not very good.
Hey, you have no idea.
I would like to incite the person I'm talking to.
Sure.
Also, Grimlock, if you could please sniff her hands, see if it's specifically her hands or his hands.
Yeah, I'll check the hands basically. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're flubbing these rolls at the end here.
Yeah, we got the good rolls.
Balance in the force, yes.
Voice.
Yeah.
Wait, I might have a spell for this. Yeah, I'm going to use Zone of Truth.
Alright, I'm gonna roll 3 dice. So, DC 14. Well, one of the chef fails it. The other chef makes it. And the server fails it as well.
So, are you sure that it was only hand wash?
Yes,
I will grab that bullshit by the throat. Yeah, I will start shaking them. I don't have any.
The fucking going on here?
So basically, I'd use Zone of Truth. They cannot lie.
Oh no, I know what's going on here.
No, here's the thing. What it says it cannot speak a deliberate lie, so it would just be going blah 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 blah, or would it like be saying?
Yeah, that's what's happening. He's trying to lie, the server,
Mhm.
but he's not succeeding.
Does anyone have anything?
Liar route with Jim Carrey.
Yeah. So yeah, I've got him hoisted off the ground in one hand, and I look at the way the two cooks. Does anyone have anything else to say? What of you? Did you have anything to do with this? I look at the chef who definitely failed.
No, absolutely not.
And you?
No, definitely not. Wasn't me.
So here's the thing.
You know he made it, but you don't know if he's lying right now.
Well, no, actually, they can't actually lie. They can evade the question, and he just straight up didn't evade the question.
No.
I mean, but is that how you're ruling it, or I'm not sure.
Well, they gave they both, when you asked them if they had anything to do with it, they both just said straight up no.
Yeah, so yeah, they weren't trying to evade the question. So they weren't.
Yeah, but one of them made the save, so you know, you don't
He
know
could-
that he could still be lying. The other one
No,
definitely
well-
didn't make the save, so you know he was telling the truth.
Well, here's the thing: they cannot respond with a lie.
I know, except when you make the save.
No, an infected creature aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering the question.
When you make the save. When you make the save, you ignore everything about the ability. 2 of them failed, so you know when they are lying.
Oh, okay.
One
I'm
of
reading
them
the second
made
part.
it, and he can lie whatever he wants to.
Oh, and I failed. Okay, cool. I see now. That was my. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna choose to believe him right now because there's
You
no
do know
reason
he
not
made
to.
the save, but
Yeah.
that's the only thing you know.
Okay, I'm going to give you one chance, and I know you're not afraid of death, but I will tell you something very, very important. Your and this is why I'm holding him off the ground. Your what was the name of the head of the assassins? What was his title?
Ooh, Grandmaster.
Your Grandmaster was killed by my hands yesterday. And I will give a detailed description of what he looked like. And the Blood Angels are also still in the city looking for. I can still lie. They can't. And the Blood Angels are still in the city looking for everyone who has anything to deal with the assassin. Believe me, anything I do to you will be better than what the elves are planning to do. Did you have any assistance?
He thinks for a moment as you hold him. He says, he looks straight into your eyes. The nervousness is gone. As he says, "Death for the guilt." As he bites his tongue. And then at that moment, you see that
Oh,
his blood veins start turning green.
I will get 5 points of lay on hand. Remove poison.
And he's still alive.
What was that you were going to say? You are going to tell me what I need to know. You know what? I don't have time for you. Uh, I would like to knock him out. Then I would like to manacle him. And I'm going to yeah, I can always you're as big as a horse, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Grimlock, would you be willing to let me and Amarusa ride you? That is a prolonged silence.
He's muted now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, what was the question, sorry?
Would you be willing to let me and Amarusa ride you?
Don't you have a horse?
I'm going to put him on like a sack of potatoes on a horse with a note attached to the Sultan. To be questioned.
No?
Hello?
1 second, sorry.
Yeah. For the sake of speed, I'm just gonna say you put him on the horse, and you walk back
Yeah.
out of the camp. Alright, Satir, are you there?
Yes.
Alright. You're you're at the house with the little girl still, about halfway, a half an hour in. The babysitter comes in.
Sorry, I'm back now properly. Sorry, my dad came in and took
Hello,
off on the bed.
lady. Hello, Miss Dina. Hi, Seema. How's it going? Where's your dad? Oh, my dad is at work again. This is Miss Kitty. I've told you all about her. Ah, she's the mighty avatar that found you. Yes, she's the greatest. She's staying with me while my daddy is away for work. I have to go back to mom again. Don't worry, mother will have missed you a lot too. And you had Miss Kitty to keep you company, right? It is time for some of your private lessons now. We're gonna do some reading, okay? Okay. Do you want me to read you a story, Miss Kitty?
They will just softly purr wherever they go and lay on the ground every single time.
Okay, we'll do the lessons here, and a little kid sits next to the Miss Kitty, and she starts reading a book for basically 9-year-olds. The teacher occasionally corrects her in pronunciations and stuff like that. Go ahead. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, I apologize. Did I learn anything from these lessons?
Well,
That's a good question.
You still can't see them, but maybe a couple of letters that you didn't know about. A couple of words that you didn't know. But that's as far as you can go as long as you can't see. Oh, wait,
Well, I mean, she's telling a story.
Yeah. Ah. Well, the story is about a princess that was kidnapped, and first she had to wait until a heroic prince would come to save her. But at some point, she got sick of waiting and decided to escape herself from the tower.
Oh, it's Tangled. Okay.
Yeah, and the story is about how she overcame the different traps from the other side, or how you're supposed to deal with them, when discovered that they're actually pretty easy because they're designed to keep people out, not designed to keep people in.
Oh, that's actually really cool. Okay.
She finishes the story. The teacher tells the little girl that it's now time to go to a different part where a different building where she is going to do some camel riding lessons. Okay, goodbye, Miss Kitty.
She will follow.
Oh, coming with me. And she there's a cow there, and she just does some. The guards follow now as well, as they just do a couple of circles around the town to train the camels.
I think somebody requested a 15-minute break.
I did, yes.
Ah, sure. We can take a break.
Thank
I'm
you.
going to the bathroom as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I needed to too.
I'm back.
Alrighty. Did you see that guy that made the semifinals in darts as a 16-year-old?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was all over the news. But if you look up how he looks, like he looks over 30. He's 16 years old. Like what the fuck?
That's a darts player for you.
Yeah. You can look it up with Luke Littler. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm 32 and I look younger than him.
Oh my god, yeah, he does look like he's got a full beard and he's nearly look like he's already balding and he's only
Yeah.
what
He has a beer gully.
There's no way this guy's 16.
Yeah. Like, I know 35-year-olds that look younger than that.
Was he born in a leap year or something? He only got his birthday every 4 years.
Yeah. Then he's a bit too young again.
Yeah.
Because then he
Jeez.
would be 64.
You fair play to him though to get to the darts, or what do you call it, to win it or get to it at least.
Mm-hmm. Although I still think it's not a sport to be proud of that you're winning that.
I don't think anything like you put enough effort in, you can be proud of really in the end. How bad would you feel to lose to this guy? Like you're probably like sitting there at like 40 when you're playing this, and this 16-year-old comes
To
in.
be honest, like
Just
how do you call
win.
it? In chess, Magnus Carlsen was also beating as an 11-year-old grandmasters in their 60s.
I know, but it says that's what I
Yeah.
mean. But you still feel bad. You'd be like, I've done so much for so many years
Yeah.
and times. And
How
now
do you
this
call
young
it? Yeah.
whippersnapper comes in, takes my gold.
I follow. I play a decent amount of chess, and I follow on YouTube Anna Kramlin. And she had one video once where she played against a child prodigy, and she was like, "What's your rating?" Well, 2,000 and a half, and it's like, "Oh no!" Like she looked really scared. It was like, "Oh no, I'm gonna get beaten by an 8-year-old."
Jeez.
Who is Anna Kramlin?
A chess YouTuber.
It's like you should really do your research before you. Oh, Xerxes is gone. That is
Yeah,
unfortunate.
I think he did say like he's probably have to gonna leave pretty quickly.
Yeah,
I know he's back
he
there.
had some medical checks done.
Yeah, they're letting me get outside for some fresh air right now. I meant to unmute myself, not disconnect. I was going to say that that lady you're talking about is actually, I believe, wasn't she more known for her speed chess playing instead of her actual full-on competitive? Like she was still a competitive, but a competitive speed chess player
Oh yeah.
at one time.
She does have a rating of I believe 2,000 2,100, but
Yeah.
that's still super good. But you're like
Oh
the
yeah.
actual grandmasters are still going to kick your ass at that
Oh
point.
yeah.
Like you're really like anything over. I'd say that if you have over 1,000 rating, you can consider yourself pretty good at chess. But there's
Yeah.
being pretty good, and there is like tournament level good.
Yeah. I kind of feel sorry for people like that, you know, because like I play chess because I enjoy the game. At that point, it becomes almost a job.
Yeah.
It would be the same thing as playing other professional sports. To me, it would take out like I used to travel around playing pool and other bar games competitively. And it got to the point where I just hated the idea of picking up a pool cue. I was like top 8 in the Midwest region of the United States, and I haven't picked up a pool cue in almost 15 years because there's no joy in it anymore. I just wonder if they ever get like that. Like, they just look at a chessboard and kind of growl at it.
I have no idea. It depends on the person, I think.
But
Yeah, and
yeah, it'd be like anything.
But the problem is also like when you're that good, the only chess games that are actually fun to play are against other people at that same level,
Yeah.
and the tournaments with the big monies are the only places where
Yeah.
you're going to find those people. Because
Okay.
Exactly. You're not gonna get.
if you have a chess rating of over 2,000 and you're stuck at a local chess club playing against only people that have a rating of 1,000, you're gonna get super bored really quickly, I think, as well.
So, as much as it is in fighting, the people that major chess players are most afraid of is new chess players, much like in martial arts, because people don't know. I mean, they might know the rules, but they're willing to think, since they don't know all the rules and it's not ingrained into them, they're willing to think out the box, and those are the scariest people for master chess players, because they cannot predict what they're going to do.
Those are just hidden talents. The majority of people that you're playing against are easy peasy. Like a person that manages to outplay a grandmaster at a young age with a low rating is just an undiscovered new to be grandmaster if they actually wanted to push for it. Like, I would never be able to beat a grandmaster.
Well,
Unless
not
they
just a young person.
handicap me, yeah.
Again, you can look it up. It's a thing where like new players will surprise you because they don't they'll know the rules and they'll abide by the rules, but they'll think completely outside of the box. So with a grandmaster, they're like thinking 5 steps ahead. These, but they can be surprised by somebody who's like, I'm just gonna move here because that's the only move I can make or the only move I can think of. Like, they're used to like outthinking people, but you can't outthink random. If you understand what I'm trying to say, new players are scary.
That's not really how chess works. I would say this would work with, for example, something like Street Fighter, where the world champion of Street Fighter can lose to the random button masher.
I'm just telling you what a bunch of grand chess masters have said before, but
I know I've seen Magnus Carlsen beat like
oh no, I'm sure he can beat
100 people at the same time. So
there was
I doubt that. I actually doubt your
no the try guys did versus a grand chess master who was doing like 5 games at once, and one of them actually stalemated him because he didn't know anything about the game, and somehow he was still able to stalemate him. So I don't know, but I'm just telling you.
Here's the thing: everyone can win once. Like
yes, that's true.
Like I could play Magnus Carlsen 1,000 times and I'd win once. That's not really like and like high chess players lose to lower rated chess players all the time in the higher segment. But that's just one loss. That can happen to anyone.
Oh, and Unique, I'm mad at you, man. I was using a hand sanitizer. Somebody gave me a hand.
But is everyone back? Then we can continue on.
No, I was saying what the NPC was saying. That somebody gave him some hand sanitizer, and that's why his hands were moist.
Thank you for the break, by the way.
Yes, thank you.
No problem. Alright, then, Seema and the camel and the instructor and the guards and here are basically riding around circles around the palace for her camel riding practices. At that point, in one of the circles, Monhotep and Grimlock arrive again, as she waves at them, hello! And then, as she doesn't hold the tugs of the camel with 2 hands, the camel gets scared by Grimlock's form, and she starts losing balance. Ah!
Can I catch her?
Sure. Go ahead and make a athletics or
Dexterity?
acrobatics check. You may choose.
I will do acrobatics.
She falls, but she falls on top of you, breaking her fall, but she falls on top of your snout, as you take 3 bludgeoning damage. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Kitty.
I will begin to lift up my head and place her onto the ground, sliding her off as if I'm a slide.
We are Satya. We are on our way to the palace to drop off this pot of poison food, and I will point at my horse with the Omarosa and the guy who was knocked out on it, and this poisoner who was very, very stupid and a bad liar.
As I receive this information, this girl has not at all throughout all my time watching her, as well as like her babysitter slash teacher, no one has tried to make a move on them at all, or
Not that
of any
you've
sort.
noticed.
Okay, can I give one last look around before I make my decision?
Sure, go ahead, make an insight check.
$21.
You're fairly confident as you look around with like people walking around that nobody has ill intents, that as far as you can see.
Then I will swoop my body across the girl, booping her with my tail before leaving with the rest.
Bye, Miss Kitty. As the instructor says, Shima, it is time to go home for lunch. I think we have enough camel riding for today. Okay.
Right when you said lunch and poison food, I'm a little concerned now. No.
Are you obviously concerned?
I don't
Well,
know how
yes.
a cat can look concerned, but
I am concerned because, you know, poisoned food, bringing about a person that poisoned people. People are being targeted on the list.
Could I try to do a insight check? Like, does Satir look, like, how cats can look worried or agitated? Does she look agitated?
you can make an insight check, sure. I'd say with disadvantage though. Well, with a 7, you're like, yeah.
Okay.
You just see her pause for a moment, looking the girl's direction.
Rough.
Uh,
I'd say at this point,
unfortunately-
by the way, just for the sake of Grimlock, but sorry, one thing, it's just like his actual form is now turned more into an actual wolf because he had time to be, because he's been in it for longer now, so he's basically like patted down all the stuff, so he just looks like a regular dire wolf now.
Still scary.
Oh yeah, fuck! It's a fucking horse-sized wolf. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying he just looks like a dire wolf at this point.
Now someone like passes down and is like, oh, fucking Abby. Released one of his beasts again.
I imagine people they can just keep going like, nope. Sorry. Continue
Or
that.
like people taking another route as they walk into it. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Well, I already tried it. Insight. I'm not going to metagame it. Yeah, I'm just going to like. Well, come along unless there's something else. I mean, if you would like.
Ginger will wrap around Satir's neck and stomach as a second head, like a chimera. And she'll look with menagerie
Alexa,
towards
stop.
Grimlock and his form that he has taken
Mm-hmm.
while they walk along.
Yeah. One thing what's noticeable about Grimlock's form that does keep similar though is his eyes aren't wolf eyes. They still retain his eyes, which makes it kind of like which is probably the most noticeable feature on him.
Which is very worrying since he's somewhere in the middle of this thing.
Well, no, it kind of changes. It's more like he is now properly a wolf. It gets very like kind of hand wavy, but it is like one of those situations where it gets different because of the way his magic kind of works. Also, why is there a giant lizard and a giant poisonous snake on the map?
Heck if I
They
know.
go away. What? You fucker! Why did you have those for a reason? Sorry. Yeah. Good one. Yeah, sorry. Continue on. Sorry, I just noticed them in the corner and I couldn't help but see that there was a giant poisonous snake in a fucking thing.
We ain't finished today yet.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen yet.
You arrive at the palace. Outside of the palace, Prince Kareem is talking to a bunch of guards. Seems like he's ordering new patrol routes of the guards.
I will go talk to Prince Kareem.
Greetings,
yeah,
Amonotep.
Greetings. I would give you a proper greeting, but I am holding a cauldron full of poison. It seems that the Amir Azira, that person on the back of my horse attempted to poison her. So I believe that the other Emir has gotten here and warned you
Yes,
of
I'm
the danger.
I'm reshuffling the guard patrol routes so that the previous pattern that we might have had is disappearing, so we are safer in the palace.
Is there anywhere I could beg of you to? Is there anywhere I could beg of you to send a few guards to protect both the Emir and the young doctor in the poor wards?
Most definitely, that is no problem. I can arrange that. But I must continue. But if there's, but I am in a hurry.
Well, as I said, this is a cauldron full of poison we want to have analyzed. Where could I take it?
He points at one of the guards. Give it to this one.
Also, he is still alive. The person who tried to kill Amir Azir. He tried to lie, but you cannot lie to me, and tried to kill himself, and I dealt with that too. If you would like him for questioning,
yes,
I'm more than happy to hand him.
Would be very grateful for that.
Yes, I was not trying to take up your time. Is there anything I can do for you before I go?
No. Just continue on your mission. You know, these distractions are making our expedition to Asherah quite delayed.
I am sorry, sir. It is unfortunate. Oh, I would beg your permission to try to clean out that viper's nest of a assassin hideout, if that would be okay.
We've already sent people there to continue with your work.
Okay.
It seems to have been abandoned. Although currently they haven't abandoned everything. Currently we are trying to look for clues in there, and we're destroying some of their equipment in there. For in one of the chambers we had a hard time getting through, because it was a vaulted protected door, was the chamber where they created their drugs.
Ah, that is good to know. Well, again, as you said, you will take our leaves, and I will bow, and I will look at the others to bow too. At least Omarosa.
Oh, she will bow.
Gerblock gives like a weird
She's
wolf
not as
bow.
arrogant as to think that she is above royalty.
Grimlock gives a weird wolf bow, which is mainly just like going down on all fours on on the two front paws, basically.
Cat flop.
He nods at all of you and then goes back into the palace.
They're going to get sick of seeing me here very soon. Let us.
Where would you guys like to go now?
Well, is that everything, Oman? Is there anything left to really save or not kill? I did hear of a
If I
giant
get a
ship
chance, could I do
nearby.
something?
Sorry. Yeah, that's sorry.
No, just when you guys are done, I was letting know I'd like to jump in and round my stuff up.
What would you like to do?
No, they go. Let them go ahead and finish their thing.
Oh, they're just finished the assassin's paper, so.
Okay, so once she's away getting stuff together, I know this is kind of, but I want to not necessarily rummage, but I want to cast a detect poison. I want to detect magic, just in case somebody already planted something in her shop.
All right.
But,
With a detect magic.
but I want to do it when she's not there, as to not bring up any worry.
All right. As you detect detect magic, you actually discover that one of her closets has an evocation spell on it.
Oh, invocation?
Yeah, evocation.
Oh, yeah, not messing with that. I may wait around later and identify it, but just so I know what's going on there.
And with detect poison, almost everything is poisoned.
Okay, and if it's okay with you, I'll do both of these as rituals.
Yeah, that's fine. No, you realize, oh wait, most medicines are just watered down poisons.
Yeah.
So everything is poisoned in the room all
that
of a
was,
sudden.
Yeah, that was kind of the goal, but I didn't know if I could get concentration levels.
Sadly, you didn't find anything that was
okay.
Worse or
And
but you do it the one thing that pops out immediately is the closet with the evocation spell inside of it.
Okay. And she's not leaving till the next day, so I'll have time to ask her about that because I figured if it was something like super to worry about, she may have warned me, but I'm not. But my reputation is also out there that she probably knows as soon as she leaves, I'm gonna rummage through. But I want to also, if I can, with being relatively skilled with a +7 in medicine and proficient in a poisoner's kit, can I look around and see if there's anything that I could see that would be of minor use? If she has anything other than the laudanum that I already got that could be used to lull somebody to sleep, to numb an arm, like a local antiseptic of some sort. Not antiseptic, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
Basic stuff like that I can make use of as somebody that tries to avoid violence at all costs. I may eventually need to knock somebody out.
You mean anesthetic?
You do find in our important closet are a bunch of sleeping drugs. Very potent.
In the one that's
yeah. So basically, you could attempt an action to attack someone, and then inject the sleeping drug with them, If they fill the
Okay.
save, then they'll go into a coma for several hours.
Do I feel that with my blowgun I could administer it from a distance, or do I have to put a large amount into the person?
You have to put a large amount into a person, so the bigger the creature is, the more you have to put in there. So your
Oh,
blowgun
I'm
would
only
work
worried
on
about some.
yeah. Your blowgun would
I'm
work
worried.
on a tiny creature, but on a
Okay.
smaller creature maybe, but on a medium-sized creature you would have to put the big thing in, and like on a large-sized creature, then you have to like do multiple injections before it works. The bigger
Okay.
it is, the harder it would.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And if I come across, and this is just for me, if I come across anything that's actually like damaging,
Mm-hmm.
like if she's doing some Dr. Kevorkian stuff here, I am going to destroy it.
There's lots of things in here that are damaging, but they like.
You know what I mean,
yeah,
though. That
yeah. You mean Dr. Frankenstein things? No, there's not anything like
yeah,
that.
stuff
There's no
that or
experiments.
like the and anything that's used for an assisted suicide or any of that kind of stuff. Because don't go for that.
Those aren't there. No.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to leave that thing alone till I can come back and full with it because curiosity killed the halfling.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not halfling, but small person. And I'm going to like give a look around, like if she has like her regular doctor's robes and stuff. I'm memorizing stuff so that if I have to pop a disguise self, I have images.
Mm-hmm.
If that works for you.
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. I will be much shorter than her because I can only go to a foot taller than myself, but
Mm-hmm.
there's always also silent image.
Yeah.
But I'm going to then, once I know that's taken care of, I'm going to make my way back towards where we all normally all gather at and I'm going to send Kara off to be kind of watchdogging me
Mm-hmm.
every once in a while and have her call in my brain if it looks like somebody is aggressively closing on me, but otherwise just doing my thing and seeing if I can draw somebody out. I do want to eventually hire some kind of protection for myself, but I'll wait till we're not doing much to worry about that. Because I already have in my head what I want to do, but we can do that whenever it's not so time crunchy.
All right. For the rest of
And
you.
I also at some point need to negotiate with Payman about the compass I have.
Mm-hmm. And for the rest of you, where are
Other
you
than
going?
that,
I've decided that I am going to check on their food real quick.
Yeah, you go towards the house again, and you run past the guards again. Hey! And you see her just with the babysitter enjoying a nice lunch. It's delicious. Num num num. Hey, Miss Kitty, do you want one too?
She will nod.
And she could you make one for her too? Sure. And the babysitter makes it and presents a little plate for Usatir.
I would like to inspect it.
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
Do you just run off?
Yes, you see her instantly dash into a different location.
Grimlock, let us follow her.
Orc.
You don't know there's anything wrong with the food. Pretty good.
Well, she's not gonna eat it.
So we will arrive, and it's like, where did the giant cat go?
The guards are like inside.
Sorry
supposed
about
to
that.
protect people from protect this house from intruders, but you keep blazing in.
Then you
I'm
must
a
be do a better
nice
job.
wolf. One of them hears their
You're a
head.
nice wolf.
Who was that?
So
You said there are only 4 guards, and they're currently like at
2 on the front door, 2 on the back door.
okay. And all the guards went together to do the rounds on the camel, right?
Nope, just one.
Okay. 1 second, please. I might need your assistance in a moment. I will walk into the house. Go to the Do I immediately see them, or do I have a feeling that they're in the dining room, or do I hear
You
noises?
can hear noises from the dining room because it's
Uh,
directly connected to the hallway where you enter.
I will walk to the dining room. Satya, I hate to ask, but I was kind of asking before. Are you worried about uh this young lady?
Why do you keep calling Miss Kitty Satir?
That
is
is
Miss
her.
Kitty.
Yes, but do you know every cat has many names? One for their friends, one for everyone else, and one just for them. Satya is for her friends.
So you're saying Miss Kitty isn't my friend?
She is your friend. That's why you get to call her Satya. But Miss Kitty is for everybody else. Only, Miss Kitty is for everybody else. So only you and we get to call her Satya. Not even your father calls her Satya, does she? Does he?
No, my daddy calls her Miss Kitty as well. But
You may call her Satya. She has told us that her name is Satya.
I'm sorry.
super sad at you.
I just all you hear in your head from Grimlock, by the way, is like, "You're really bad with hatchlings, aren't you?"
It appears so. Uh, I'm going to try to.
She walks towards Satira. I was like, I'm sorry I wasn't a good friend, Miss Kitty. Satira.
I would like to, just in case, because I'm paranoid right now about this baby girl. I'm gonna lick her to remove the poison condition if she has it.
You can't do that in your wild shape form. I believe you can only do that that's a higher level druid ability.
Yeah, no casting spells, sadly.
Yeah.
You have to wait
So-
until like level 18 or something as a druid before
Wow,
you can do
that's
that.
really
Yeah.
far along.
Yeah,
18 or
it's
20. I'm not 100% sure which level
it's
it was.
a,
What
it's
is the
a
young?
lot.
What is the young lady's name again?
Sick. I forget it all the time too. Please. Shima.
Shima. No, Miss Kitty told us. Remember, we have a druid friend who can talk to animals. We cannot talk to animals. And Miss Kitty told us to tell you that her name is. We are not trying to. She highly values you, obviously. Satir,
I
are
will
you?
do everything to make it right.
It is fine. She loves you. She is telling us that right now.
I'm going to
She loves.
I'm going to do my best to be the best friend I can be to you.
Oh my god. Can I
What-
please do a persuasion roll? Please.
Sure,
You're
sure
killing me
you
here.
can.
You're killing me here.
She is like, she takes away a bit of the tears and is like, okay.
Satir, would you like me to do something to make sure that everyone in here is okay?
Yes, and she flips over her bowl of food.
Ah, I see. You were worried about poison. Grimlock, sniff around for poison, please.
Like I don't know how well the dynamics of a large horse-sized dog works in a household, but
I'm just
I'm
assuming you
guessing.
just followed
I,
me in.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying I'm not there. I'm just saying I don't know how the dynamics of this work. But a rather large head sticks itself through the door and just starts sniffing sniffing really deep for
She
poison.
like the babysitter like steps up like what the hell, and the little girl stands heroically in front of Miss Kitty or Satir and is like, "Stay away from me, dog!
No, that is Mr. Puppy. He's with me, and
That's not a puppy!"
Mr. Puppy! Oh
And
my
they're
god!
just like in the most way possible. Like Grimlock in direwolf form looks at Amon and just tilts his head to the side and just in his head you can hear just Mr. Puppy. Mr. Puppy, really?
That's not a puppy!
And then,
but his real name is Grimlock.
yeah,
But
sorry, can I make that sniff for poison check first? Just to
Go ahead. With disadvantage again. So it
oh,
becomes normal.
disadvantage. Okay, so
direwolf
yeah,
puppies are very
24
big.
then.
24. Hey, you don't smell any poison in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He basically alerts both. Because he can psychically talk to both, and not at the same time. But you know what I mean. It's quickly enough. Tells them both no poison. He can smell.
I have a question about Zone of Truth.
That's already over. I'll let you have to recast.
No,
it if you want
I have to recast it.
Yeah.
Oh, it is considered at a point I choose within range in the last 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Would you all mind following me? And I will also say, I need you guards in the back to come with me, please, just for a moment.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. No, we are on our duty. We need to keep intruders out. We need to stay on high alert.
Yeah. I'm not even gonna insight that. That is their duty. So I can't. But I will take the babysitter and go up with the two front guards and cast Zone of Truth. If the young lady would like to come with us, she can. Cast Zone of Truth and ask them, are any of you here on behalf of the assassins?
One of them
rolled real good.
One of the guards made it without any problems, and they all say offensively, "No."
Mm-hmm. I look at all three. Can I insight check?
Sure.
Especially the 20.
They seem deeply offended by your accusation. All three of them.
Okay.
Amon just burning
Like-
bridges like a motherfucker out here.
I don't care.
Like
God doesn't care.
the meter says guards disapprove. Babysitter disapproves.
Then I'm fine with that meter.
They'll remember this.
There'll be a day where Amon is coming to the front door bleeding out, and they'll be like, "I remember the time you accused me," and they just slam the door. Nah. But just while that's happening, if the child is still with Satir, Grimlock, to the best of his ability, tries to look like a cute dog. Whether or not that succeeds is a very good question.
Can we
He
have roll,
he
please?
kind of
Go
rolls
ahead, make a
over onto
performance
his.
check.
Yeah, he does roll over onto his stomach basically, and just try rolls onto his back. Sorry, to look less threatening. Performance. I have terrible performance. Let's go. A 5.
Best dog.
She yeah.
Oh my god! Snort! Oh my god! No!
She basically Come on, Miss Kitty. Let's go back to my room and play again. All the other kittens want to play too. She just walks. She tries to drag Satir with her.
No.
Yeah, she's not a dark person.
But before she goes, you nudged that bowl of soup, right? Like it knocked it over.
Yes.
It's like, no, I was just straight up asking. Do you believe she is poisoned? Would you like me to move it if it's possibly?
I'm confused where everyone is at now because you're asking my character that. I assumed me and Grimlock were alone with her a second ago. I apologize.
Yeah, you weren't there. You were talking to the babysitter and
Yeah, I thought she had walked out, and that's why I said. I thought they had walked out with me.
no.
Okay. No, I'm not there.
Is Grimlock's on their back and the little kid just turns around and I can notice.
Little dog ears go down.
I'm gonna nudge her with my nose towards Grimlock to reassure her.
Oh boy.
That made my that's a good year. It's a good year.
Good start of the year. She
And Grimlock will
you're
never
trying to
be known to
reassure her.
be
You
puppy.
can Satir, you can make a persuasion check. See if you can change your mind.
Well, I have no persuasion, so it's a dirty.
Hey, let's go.
So, so as you try to pour at her, you you accidentally cut during at the direction of Grimlock in his doll form, and she looks very mean at him. Leave Satir alone, doggy. Bad dog. Out,
Ooh.
bad dog.
Ooh.
The guards turn around. That dog is too big for this house. He needs to go.
They both hear in their heads, "I'm a fucking person. Leave me alone." And he walks out.
I'm a grown ass man.
I'm just saying, like, I know I can't stand up, but if I could, I would have him stand on both back legs, paw open the front door, and walk out.
I'm a grown ass man. I want some
I'm a
pants.
person, goddammit.
Oh God. I'm a person. My name is Mr. Puppy.
They call me Mr. Puppy, goddammit. I'm a person.
So I will explain. So while I'm still outside, it's like, I apologize. I was just making sure. Amir Azira was almost poisoned quite recently, as a few moments ago, and the several other people were attacked, and my companions were worried about the young lady, since her father is under threat from the assassins. So I do apologize. All of you seem to truthfully have the young lady's best health in. Sorry, my brain is gone. Best health in your minds. So I apologize, and I will bow to all of them and apologize sincerely.
The guards go back to their posts, making sure that, that the dog is not allowed in the house anymore, and the girl is now going back to her room, doing her homework.
Okay, let's we will wait outside the gate for
Satir.
and then we will go get Xerxes.
I will no longer be paranoid about the situation when the babysitter comes back, and I will join the group. That's the end of that. I apologize.
I will tell you that I zoned of truth the babysitter and and the others, and they seem to be telling the truth.
Oh,
Alright.
what now then?
Well, I apologize, Miss Kitty and Mr. Puppy.
Mr. Puppy and Miss Kitty. That's great.
Oh yeah, one thing else you'd notice, like on the wolf, is that there is there's a stone piercing on his between his nose, basically like like it's basically the new magic
Nose
item
ring,
I got. I
yeah.
forgot to mention. Yeah, it's basically a nose ring made of stone that whether or not he's wild shaped or not, it still stays on basically. So you
Oh,
can see that as well.
the new ring you made it a nose ring instead of a ring. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, instead of an earring, because it was supposed to be an earring.
yeah. It's supposed to be an earring, but the issue is that like most forms have ears. Lizard folk don't have ears. That is one of the only humanoid probably does not have an ear. I physically have no ears.
Mm-hmm.
So he had to get a nose piercing. That's awesome.
Yeah. But he's like, what do we do now then? I think everybody's been warned that has to be.
I think we should go get Xerxes and the ladies, and since the gods should be there by now.
Fair enough.
Satir will be instantly on her way to Xerxes.
By the way, I
Xerxes
see you.
himself is not present in the Discord anymore, so everyone knows.
Okay.
So that'll be hand waved. You basically pick him up and tech pest and Kissa and the camel.
Mm-hmm. But on our way there, I will look at your new nose piercing and said, you could have also got a nipple instead. You know, if you didn't want everyone to know about the ring, the earring. I'm just saying.
I don't have nipples. I'm not a mammal, you dipshit.
Okay, in Tark's defense, every fucking anthropomorphic.
I'm literally that. I'm the example. If it doesn't have ears, I don't have nipples.
No. What I'm
Dragon
saying
boobs,
is,
baby.
that's what I'm saying. Even dragons have boobs.
Hey. Not in this game. No, but like, yeah, no, like lizard folk, I think wouldn't have like. That's why I said like overall between like trying to determine if it's a male or female lizard folk is kind of difficult. Like, there's some traits, but it's like overall kind of difficult because I wouldn't imagine they'd have any type of breast
Oh no, Mon
or
still
wider head.
says the same. Mon still says the same thing because he's fucking.
Oh no! I'm just specifying as like as a player, like that's my belief of what my people are like. You know, like
Okay.
they overall are pretty androgynous for most other races to chat to look at.
But like in my defense, like if you've ever seen any drawing of any anthropomorphic animal, no matter,
Oh yeah,
matter
they
how
have
reptilian,
titties.
boobs and titties.
Yeah, I know. I get you.
Okay. I guess we end up back at the inn. Like, how long did that take us? Only a few hours, right?
It is late afternoon now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what is
I will.
Uh,
Well, the last few days have been exciting. I think I will leave it to one of you who are wiser than myself to choose what we do next. I am just going to sit down and contemplate what is my life now.
well, looking at the side quests, because currently there's 3 side quests. The payment one's kind of resolving itself anyway, so we don't need to worry about that one. There's already a character, obviously. But you know, the only 2 quests that we can do outside of that are side quests right now is helping your previous military friend clear their name, or getting the lumber for Armand from the lumber mill outside of town.
You can ask Jafar, and you could also go to the job
Oh yeah, Jafar
market.
hasn't been talked to either. Yeah,
Yeah, you can
and we
also
could
go to
to
the job market.
yeah, and then pay some people. to join our crew?
But since we're here, we could talk to Jafar.
Yeah, sure, we could go talk to Jim before. Yeah.
To make things easier, I'm gonna go to the room, change back into a normal person. Because, yeah, just to make things easier.
I'm also gonna change back. 'Cause
Okay,
obviously
because
there's
in my
gonna be
head
a-
came in like, if Mr. Puppy is still sitting there in the end, I'm so gonna give him shit.
No, he's gonna change back because we'll probably get like a short rest in between. Like this, like when we're
You
just
can
talking
take
to
a
people
short
here.
rest if you want to.
Yeah, can I just like as a part of these conversations, just
Oh,
we're talking to these people, just
short
for like
rest, you say?
timers. Yeah.
Yeah, if
Well,
you
this is
want
like
to. Not that outside of the wild shapes, I don't think anyone can gain any resources back.
I can.
oh
As-
yeah, you have the you can use your divine power to take back one spell slot.
I thought that was
Oh,
a
no.
magic ability.
No, I get my channel divinity back
Mhm.
for a short
Oh,
rest.
it's not divinity. Oh, didn't you? There's another one for paladins. Isn't there?
I
Let me
didn't
just
know about that.
I could be. You continue on.
That
Sorry,
may
I'll
be-
just
I
that might
thought
be
it
the
was
new-
only for clerics, though.
Yeah,
That's
that might be
all,
the
but,
new
you know.
Tasha's rule or the new rule for D&D, but current rules you don't get any spells back for paladin.
Well, it's what you use is you use like the idea is like I'm pretty sure. Let me just check. It's like basically use if you haven't used up your that's what it's an optional rule. It's the harness divine power at level 3. When if you have your channel divinity, you can use it to use a bonus action. You can use it to fuel a spell under a prayer basically, and you can get up to you round up your proficiency bonus to the number of times you can use this feature, and you can basically can get back like one of your spells basically that way.
So how do I do this?
Sorry. So you can't do it because you didn't have your channel divinity. You had to have you can do it now with your channel divinity. Basically, you have to have your channel divinity, use a bonus action, and then you can.
Oh, I see it. It's in my list. Harness divine power. I just never noticed it.
Yeah.
You can expand your use of channel divinity to fuel your spells. Okay, good to know. That is a nice ability.
Yeah, it's basically one of the ones where like if you're going to take a short rest because you get it back and you already if you haven't used it, you might as well then get the spell back because then that type of thing. That's usually the way it
Mhm.
works.
Yep. I'd
But yeah,
use mine.
right.
Alright, who
But-
shall talk to Jafar?
I
I'll
guess
go
I
talk
shall.
to-
Okay.
Well, if you want to.
No, I was only going to do it because I have persuasion. That was the only reason.
No, well, I don't think we need to persuade him necessarily. So that's why I was like,
Yeah, go for it.
okay. I will mosey my way on like the cool lizard I am over to this man and go, hello, friend.
Hello there, friend. Name's Jafar.
Nice to meet you, Jafar. My name is Grimlock. This is my companion, Satir, and this is... Satir, what's the name for the snake?
Oh, I would follow them too. I'm
Yeah.
just staying back a little bit.
They are ginger.
Ginger.
Hello there, Satir. Hello there, Ginger.
Oh, and that's Amon. They like points at either wherever Amon is technically in this room, whether behind him.
Yeah, I'm trying to find myself so I can move myself, but I don't see me.
You're up in the corner with everybody else.
Okay.
This is the corner that has been claimed by your crew.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the friend seat.
Mhm.
Friend, he's-
Yeah, I'm
and
gonna sit on this bench across from Jafar.
yeah, okay. And he's like, and that there man behind you is Amon.
Ah!
We are trying to assemble crew for a ship, and we were curious if you were available for any position or what positions you would be able to fill in if you were available for those.
Well, I have experience as a sailor master, and a quartermaster.
Ooh.
In terms of working on a ship, I've traveled a lot, but currently I'm still trying to get some help for some business here just outside of the city.
Well, if you were willing to consider joining our crew, we could help you possibly with whatever business you have.
That would be that could definitely be arranged.
Well, what was it that you needed help with first?
Well, it's very simple. I have a map to an ancient, or to an old cave where is supposed to be a hint for a treasure that I'm looking for. A great treasure. But the cave is supposed to be pretty dangerous. So I just need people to come with me to protect me in that cave.
I see. That could definitely. We are, and he kind of like gives a general gesture. Pretty good at fighting / protecting things. We just protected a whole bunch of people from a plot of beaten poison, so not a bad track record on that part.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is basically it. I'm hoping to
Fair
find
enough.
my fortune there.
Do you know the dangers within this cave?
Um, yes. I know that it is associated to some extent with the jinn.
Amon perks up. Jinn, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Specifically the Jinn?
Yes.
Those are the air genies, right?
No, they could also be water or fire or earth.
Well,
But
in
specific,
D&D,
they could be each of the elements.
Because he's just like, even if like this way it's hurting, if like even if he's referring to, even though he may not know the specific one, but he's just calling them generalistically
all
Jinn.
Jinn. Yeah, I get that. I was trying to figure out if he meant specifically the air ones, because the air ones are called Jinn. Then there's the Ifrit and the I can't remember all their names right now.
He calls them jinns.
One's the Tao, etc.
Yeah, one's Dao, one's a mermaid, Jinn. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's-
that's why I was trying to be specific. That was all I was doing.
Out of curiosity, it does not matter why you want what you desire, only that you come with us in the end. But are you to make a deal with this Jinn? Over dark measures.
She wiggles her fingers about.
Or are you there for a wish?
Not a deal, a wish. One important wish.
This is very interesting. I will go with you as soon as possible, along with my companions, if they choose to do such a mission.
It would be greatly appreciated.
It sounds fairly interesting.
If you
I've
did,
been looking for from dead end to dead end, and I'm, for the first time, truly confident I can finally find something to progress this search.
if it has anything to do with the Jinn in general, the Jinn in specific, I am more than interested.
Then it is settled.
And she kind of goes behind him, wraps her arms around his shoulder with a smile, and pushes him forward.
Let us go.
Good. Alright, follow me.
All right, DM. Was there anybody else we were supposed to talk that was left to talk to, or was that it?
Let's see. Maybe I'm overlooking anything.
I don't think there is, because
We
like
have
the
a
only.
mission we have to complete.
Not in this tavern.
Yeah, that's what I was
As
thinking.
far
There's
as I
already.
can see, no.
Yeah, that's fair. That's all I wanted to know. Okay, let's go on our adventure. Excelsior.
We will tell Xerxes exactly where we're going.
Well, he's, quote, going along with us, quote.
He's going along with you to the tavern.
Okay.
And then he hears, outside of the city? No!
That sounds like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like him. Well, I will leave my 2 guards with you in case you change your mind and want to come with us.
Let's see, where did I leave the map? Yeah, there. So the travel to outside of the city, it is the southern gate of the city, goes without any problems. As you go out of the side of the city, it is approaching early night. As he gestures you to follow him, it's not far, maybe an hour travel. The journey, like the immediate area around the city, is pretty safe. So you come near a spot next to the river that has a little bit of high rockings and a lot of tall grass covering up things. He gestures you to follow him as he opens up the tall grass, and you come into a hidden cave.
The Cave of Wonders.
Cue the music.
The music's already playing.
Doo-doo-doo.
Is there music playing?
It was.
Different song up.
Oh, okay. Gotta turn up the music a wee bit just because it's a bit quiet on my end, but that's my problem.
Yeah, I'm doing that too. Because sometimes the music, if I put it too loud, it goes over your voices and I can't hear it properly.
Yeah.
Alright, so you enter here into a small underground cave. As Jafar walks forward, starts carefully looking around.
Do not walk too far in front of us. I will stay within 5 feet, if at all possible, next to right next to the Jafar.
Alright.
Out of curiosity, DM, is this like an actual like wee flowing river into this like lake? Is it?
The cave is next to a river, and a little bit of the water from the river flows into the cave.
Okay. Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I'll like come to the edge of this like waterfall-y bit, I think, if that's all right.
Yeah, it's
And just
small
take a look.
waterfall.
Yeah, yeah. Just look into the water to see does it look deep or does it just look or what does it look like?
It is a bit dark.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think that.
You could hear Satir's footsteps behind you, each with a wet thump as she goes through the water.
Are you tempted to go for a swim?
Dash stream. Sorry. Hey.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry. Well, kind of, but I also am wary of a water pool in a cave that's supposed to be something related to a djinn.
Are
Makes-
you two coming?
Well, sure, yeah. And he like walks back towards the thing, starts going that way.
Maybe if it's a Marit. Maybe a Dao. Within these caverns.
And she will follow along.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm a bit worried about this all.
The Jinn can be quite capricious.
Yes, but my wish is worth it.
Beware of your wording, mortal one.
Definitely. I've thought about this one for a long time.
Wait, there's a big DM. Have we established anything about my mother?
Not yet.
Mm.
But you are a
No.
air ganassi and not a water ganassi anymore.
No, but
Just his
I-
mom sitting there, like, "Hey, son, come on in."
oh yeah, that's true. But I still said like my mortal father was like a water something, like a merman or something like that. But again, it's up to you. So again, but I was just about to like, wait a second. If we come in here and I get like scolded by my mother, I'm gonna be very upset.
Satir
Monhotep,
travels.
what are you doing in your mother's cave without permission?
That would be so awkward.
It's Mother's Day, Mother. God damn it.
And you only visit for this day?
Because you don't give me permission to visit any other day.
You feel on the back of the plate of your shoulder armor, Amonhotep, Satir's fingers guiding along the metallic base, her nails clicking to them as she sways them to the side of your shoulder. And with a smile, if you were to turn your head, you would see her there at your side. And she looks towards you and speaks up.
Tell me, are you excited to speak with your kin?
I am quite interested. Excitement will excitement tends to follow us anyway, so we'll see.
Why isn't there anything here in this cave? It's so empty inside of the water. I expected more, but
Well, this cave is very. I was surprised that there is a djinn capable of giving wishes this close to the capital. That would be odd. People would come and bother them.
I wonder what sacrifices you have to give to prove yourself.
Let's let's not go there.
Maybe approximately 3 humanoids.
that'd be horrifying.
Satir chuckles.
He is saying us.
Yeah, that would be fun. That would be kind of funny. It's like, "Alright, guys, you know what? I need about 3 bodies. Guess what?
Yeah.
There's only 3 people here besides
It's
myself."
a dead end here, but oh man.
Perhaps you are not looking.
I would say, in primordial, I would say, "Hello, my kinsman. Is anyone home? We would like to speak to you if you are all amendable."
You get no reply.
I do not know where you got the information about a djinn here, but actually, I am going to use divine I'm gonna move over here and tell him to come with me, and yeah, I'm gonna use divine sense.
Alright, can you detect elementals with that?
I believe so. I know there's some. I'm
can.
checking. Huh?
It's only celestials and fiends and undead. It doesn't
Is
cover Fey or elementals. That's the 2 ones it
the
doesn't.
other one? Yeah, that's for Oath of Ancients can do elementals. All right. Yeah, I can't do that.
Amonhotep. Why would they make it so easy? Look
They-
closer to the world around you. If anyone could just come into this cavern without any rules or riddles, they would have been taken by now.
It might have already been taken. I do not know. I would like to investigate this place to see.
Sure. Because of your elemental heritage, I'll give you advantage on the investigation check.
That's good because I have a negative 1. 14.
Not bad.
For me, it's great.
14. You walk around, look a bit, and you feel that the large pool has a large concentration of water elemental power. That water is far purer than any right or should be around here. Certainly in a cave.
Unless the Sultan's brother, the Prince, who is in charge of purifying water, is here. This water is much too pure.
Wait, before you touch the water, I want to
I'm
do
not
one
touching
thing.
it.
Can you give me like just exactly 10 minutes to do something?
Go ahead, Jafar. I suggest you sit down and meditate for a moment and touch nothing.
Okay.
And
Okay.
So,
So I love this spell. It's so shit, but I love it. Sorry, it's not even detect magic. It is it. I want to use
I'm curious.
ritual cast augury. This spell
we-
sucks so much balls in some ways, but it's
Voodoo.
hilarious.
Alright.
I basically he pulls out a
Wheel.
bunch of
Good.
bone charms, rubs them in his hands, and like chucks them on the ground and sees what happens.
So what is the question?
Oh, the question is the pool bad?
Is the pool bad?
That is a
Oh, well,
very
actually, wait, let me
nebulous
see.
question.
Yeah, well, let me look at the writing
Is
of
the
it so it makes
pool
sense.
bad?
You receive an ominous omen from another type. A specific course of action you plan to. Oh, so I need to be specific. It can't just be like, is the pool bad? If I touch the pool, what'll happen? And then that'll basically give a result possible. Well, it could be both, woad, will, or whatever. It could be the both of them.
Whoa, wheel,
Whoa.
whoa.
Yeah,
I have
but
to
I
think
throw the
about
sticks
that.
there. Yeah, I throw the sticks, and that's basically like if I touch the pool, will something bad happen? Or if I touch the pool, what'll happen? Because that'll basically be the
Wheel,
way that.
whoa. You get both.
That wasn't particularly helpful, but it was fun.
Hello, is there anyone here? I say to the pool. In Primordial.
Get no answer.
Alright,
so many creeks
I'm going to bend over and touch the water.
and rivers, bodies of water forming into one. In the depths of the surface, I wonder if you are to give an offering.
She says as you place your fingertips upon the water.
You put your fingers in there, and the water is so pure that you feel yourself, just from touching it, a bit more refreshed. That felt good. Perfect temperature. Not too hot, not too cold.
We need to turn this place into a spa.
Stop fingering somebody else's water, Oman. It's a bad idea.
You are fiddling your fingers without water.
Alright,
Hands.
can
This
I
is
do...
Marin? 1 second.
And one thing
Marin.
that you notice, though, that even though Aman feels a lot better from touching the water with his fingers, you see that the water has become a bit more dirty.
Ah!
Oh no, yeah, that's, yeah.
Nope, I take it out, like,
You're
do not touch
offending
the
them.
water. Nope.
Did I just say about fingering the water? Don't finger the water.
I did not think it... I am not...
I just watched you.
I put my hand upon the water.
That is fingering the water.
Even I can't see and I understand your dirty presence within the waters below.
I would like to, if it is possible, could I use my, knowledge of, the Jinn in general to try to figure out what's going on here exactly?
Arcana check with advantage.
Again, that's something I'm great at. Oh, better than usual.
The Jin source power is probably all the way at the bottom of that lake. So someone has to jump in and swim and to go to the bottom and pull it out.
I have no problem with that, but the problem is I don't want to murk this this lake with
What
my
are you-
dirtiness.
What
Is
are
there
you
any way I
thinking,
can
O man,
purify
Hotep?
myself? Well, I believe that whatever is powering the Jinn is at the bottom of the lake, but I do not want to sully the lake any further, and thus grab the ire of whatever Jinn, probably a Merid that lives here.
Jafar, what exactly were you wishing for? Like, I know this is a very personal question, but to anger a Jinn, possibly, we may require a bit more knowledge on what exactly you're looking to get out of this.
I want my wife's life restored.
Oh, oh,
Insight
mm,
check.
not even just that. That's-
Yeah, no, I do want to insight check that. I want to see if I think he's genuine about that. Like, even though I feel like a dick, I still want to do it.
Go ahead.
Oh, you know the thing is, I get to see a dice on D&D Beyond. It was on 18, then fell to the 2, and it makes me want to cry when that happens, man. I get to see the dice, but I get it. I feel. I don't know. I can't tell.
I have another question. Would I know the general rules of wishes,
Ooh.
like the genie wishes kind of thing?
If this world has asshole genies.
Yeah, as in like, as if you remember Aladdin, where it's like there are a couple of rules: you can't wish for love, you can't wish to bring anybody back. And, like, if genies have wishes like that.
Since in this world true resurrection exists, but no,
Okay.
rules like that don't exist. It is the only thing you know is that genies are limited jinn are limited in their power. There's like more powerful jinn, weaker jinn, and the amount of wishes that they can fulfill in what capacity is limited by that.
Okay, so I will
A very weak jinn. If you wish them to become the strongest in the world, they'll give you a card for a gym membership, and that's about it.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
about what they can do.
Yeah, so
there you go.
it's like
That's just the journey to become the strongest person in the world.
I will look at Jafar. Jafar, we have an issue here. I know a little bit about the Jinn, and I can tell you this. One, they take the wording of these things very seriously. Two, depending on their power, there is very little that they can do. Say you wished to be the strongest man in the world, and the Jinn was not like a elemental prince of some type. There would be a set of barbells here for you to start uh, working out with. Or say it is not a strong Jinn, and you ask to resurrect your wife, you might not like the results.
I know about that, and I've found other jinn in the past that have had these conditions. And that's why I'm searching for this one. Go ahead, Steer.
This wording in particular that you speak of, I would like to see you ask them. But because we are to be comrades and you are useful to me after this, I have to intercept. I would normally just watch, but you know, they will either bring back the corpse or manifest them in some other way. It may not even be humanoid,
He
but an
nods.
essence.
I know. Weaker Jin have already pulled that joke at me.
Not a joke.
It was for them. This is why I'm looking for this one in particular. I have done my wish with 7 Jin already who backstabbed and betrayed me. And so I am looking for the greatest of all of them. And that is why I'm searching for this one.
Okay. That is fair. But do you know how, like, I'm assuming we must retrieve whatever's at the bottom of the pool. Do you know a way that we can do that without pissing them off?
No.
Okay. Who among us is the purest?
Me.
Yeah, I like to insight that.
I was like, that's it. It's objective. There's no way to incite somebody's personal opinion on themselves. This is,
I am
like,
the purest.
you know what I mean? Let's just put it this way. I can hold my breath for a long time. I can swim. So at least out of heavy armor and blind lady, I would have the best chances of finding it.
I can hold my breath forever, and I can levitate.
That's not swimming. That's levitating. That's very different.
It's actually a negative for swimming.
Oh, okay. But yes, I can hold my breath forever. Literally, I'm not breathing right now.
I could summon a orb around my head and dip into the slumbers. Nothing magic cannot handle completely.
Yes, but again, we do not wish to sully this pool. Shit, this would be a great job for a mage hand or something. I cannot see.
Is there a riddle, rhyme, or rule to this one?
I do not think so. Just need to have someone go in.
Are you not truthing the water?
No. I hit the wrong button.
I was gonna say, like,
Calm down.
tell me the truth, water. Are you a genie? Tell me right now. God damn it! I'm interrogating the water.
I would use command on that.
Oh boy. Well, I can. Well, it's a very up in the air question. I can turn into a giant octopus and grab it out. Like, we could do that method. It's like there's so many methods we could use. I know obviously the pool is probably murky, but if I look at, well, it's kind of pure. If I look into it, could I see anything at the bottom from where I'm standing that would indicate like a?
It's like like the purity is like a sort of blue glow coming from all the water. You can make a perception check.
Okay. Well, I do have my shield, so that will give me. Oh, as you do.
You see
Okay.
below an altar.
Oh.
With a
Oh.
orb in there. You have to dive up.
I like looked out, look in and just like see. I think I see what we're looking for. And like, I know obviously it's like an estimate, but would I have any idea of how deep the pool is to this object?
About 15 feet.
It's not that deep actually at all.
Well,
Well,
normal swimming pools are less.
Yeah,
less
you know what I mean,
deep,
like.
But
Yeah, but you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
within that, what I was expecting, I was like expecting either like this is gonna be like just 10 feet deep or 100 feet. I really couldn't tell until you said.
I would like to try going there myself and trying to get the orb. Mostly because I am hoping that the pool has already pulled out any impurities that were within my body already, and that I will not further contaminate it.
Perhaps this is true. I think we all should stick our finger inside to see who's the purest.
I,
I don't think we should finger the pool. I said this earlier.
yeah,
I'm trying to finger the pool since he is here.
yeah, yeah. I think again. Hopefully, the purities are already outside of myself. Maybe I should give it a try. If not,
I'll touch it one more time because, like, if it does it again, then we know that that's not a case. Just don't, and then if it works, if it's all right for you, then plunge headfirst in. Then
Touch the pool, Amanote.
touch
I
the
will
water.
touch it. I feel like being peer pressured. Jump off the pier, damn it! Uh, I will touch it again.
The same thing happens. You feel the water magic flow through you, feel you refreshed, but you see large amount of dirt and the radiant, the brightness and the purity of the pool disappearing.
Question:
Oh wow.
Does it seem to be getting worse the longer my hand is in there, or does it staying the same now that my hand is in there?
It's getting worse the longer your hand is in there.
All right, I'm gonna jump in.
Alright, I'll give you inspiration for that.
Because,
but as that
like-
moment, like, you're in there, and you jump in fully, and you actually feel pain. But now that you're fully immersed, you feel the pain that your elemental essence of the wind is being attacked. Make a constitution save.
Yes. Woo!
Alright, you managed to not take any damage for now, as you still feel the pool.
All right, I'm going to go straight towards the.
You touch the orb?
Yes.
Alright, as you touch the orb, you hear a as the altar that the orb has starts raising up out of the water. As you feel the attacks from the water on your air essence assaulting it, and now you conclude, as you resisted it, that it was trying, as it is pure water magic or water essence, it was trying to remove the air essence out of you and replace it with water essence, but you were fast enough to
Oh
make
wow.
sure that didn't happen.
Holy crap!
They just tried to race change you.
He tried to re-swap you.
If anyone else would have gone into the water, nothing would have happened.
Motherfucker!
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad. I
Because
thought
it only affected Ganassi.
Well, see, I already had an inspiration, so I can't have. Yeah, I've got inspiration again.
but the thing is, like, in my mind,
Inspiration for jumping into the water,
Yeah.
out of instinct.
I didn't know that, but in my head, I was like, once you had said that it had did damage to him and the water it was attacking his thing, I was like, oh yeah, like he's like the only person who hears like actually technically a pure element. Everybody else here is like just normal.
Mm-hmm.
If anybody else had touched the water, we would have went like, oh, it's fine, and walked in.
Yep.
Hey, sometimes my obtuseness comes in handy.
Well, to be
I
honest,
don't know
like
if this
first
really
you would
is
have
a
changed
character,
into a normal human because all the air essence would have been kicked out of you.
Oh, fuck
And
you!
then you would have
Oh,
been, and
wow.
if you stayed in longer, you would have changed into a water Ganassi. You'd have to re-find your air essence.
That would have been kind of cool. Aw.
It would have been kind of
Jump
cool,
back
but
in.
no,
Go back in.
That's metagaming now.
Do it.
He can
Do
easily
that,
jump
do it.
that distance. Jafar jumps towards the distance to go onto the platform. This is it. He rubs the orb, and then a voice comes out. Jafar, You are still unworthy for your wish to come true. Prove yourself to be a diamond in the rough, or
Oh my
find
God.
a diamond in the rough, and then your wishes will come true. And this is, by the way, all said in primordial. So Jafar seems to be listening, and Amonhotep hears it, but the rest of you don't. They just hear a booming voice. And
Sounds like a raving
but
rocks,
for
wind whistling.
your impertinence and your rush to your goals, you shall be punished. As the water flows into a form, a water elemental forms out of here.
I kind of expected this, I'll be honest.
Could we not do this today?
And with that, we will end today's session.
No, I mean that in character. I didn't mean that out of character.
We have 19 minutes until we have the official end of the session.
Okay.
So I don't think you can beat this thing in 19 minutes.
I'm guessing it's more than a normal water element.
Well, even a normal water elemental is perfectly leveled for us. We are like, they are
Oh, yeah,
a
that's-
level 5 party, remember?
Turn
We're
off
not
the
like any
stream
higher
now.
level.